Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Kama, Crazy Boncho, Mommy Tori, Electro, Mike. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know you can't see everything right now because I'm gonna have something play. So Coco, don't talk because I'm gonna play the thing that we made today.
Oh.
You're on the air with Validity XP.
And King Coco VT.
And this is the Wolf Maid Hotline. Welcome, everybody, to the Wolf Maid Hotline. I hope everyone's excited. I hope everyone's doing good. There's Coco.
Hello.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's. Roxas, fuck you. Fuck you. Right off. Yeah. Well, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If you'd like to ask some love, relationship, or sex-related questions, you can do that at My Curious Cat. The link is, I have it posted up there. It's also
me. What did I do?
It's also in the chat. You praise the bread. Oh God,
Why
what is
was
happening?
bonking me?
Ooh, well. Yes, I am a very thick sausage. Also, love you. Ooh, well. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody. So we have some callers that we're gonna get on the phone here in just a moment. Yes, it does have arms.
No.
Yes, our very first caller is gonna call in, and while they're getting settled, let me go ahead and get them on the line.
Also, I'm here also. Holy shit. Why do you have Among Us on your head?
Hello, Crazy, and welcome into the Wolfmaid Hotline.
Hello.
Oh, apparently I have to do a stretch. Hold on. A stretch.
Yeah, you have to do more or less everything that you have. Every single redeem that you've ever wanted, you have to do that.
I have to do that, and then I have to do a care package. Hold on, let me get head pats. I'm sorry, Crazy. Hold on. My wonderful caller. My wonderful caller. Oh, I don't have head pats on this model. Oh, apparently we're Goofy Yai Dinosaur now. Okay. Head pats. I don't have head pats, but good enough.
Tori is redeeming everything right now at this
Apparently. Also, you get a sippy, which I am drinking alcohol, so I do invite everybody in the chat, if you are 21 plus or 18 plus, depending on what country you're from, to join in with me and have a glass. Tori, thank you so much for the sub. I think that's it for my redeems so far. Is it that gross Sonic alcohol? Yes. So, Crazy,
Sonic.
how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. That's great.
That's one question.
You get three. You get three, and then you get executed. That's the rules.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Okay.
You
Crazy.
don't get to leave with the answers because it's too much for the world to comprehend.
I'm listening.
All right. What question do you have for us?
Okay, so the first one. Okay, so I'm gonna give like a bit of context on my first one. Like, I encounter some content creators that has cool names.
Mm-hmm.
So, because of that, what is the context behind the name on what you have now?
That is a fantastic question. So, me, Validity XP, I initially wanted to be named Validity XD, but like my Xbox gamer tag, but that was taken. So I was like, I wonder what other stupid emote I can throw in there. And sure enough, XP was part of it. As for validity itself, it's a word I just saw in a dictionary. And here we are. That and it sounded feminine. Otherwise, I was actually looking at chastity, but I was like, wow, that sounds like a stripper name. So let's go for something different.
Well, my name, Coco, means basically blood in Hawaiian, and that's my only real explanation of why I'm named Nose.
Wolf, thank you so much for the hydrate. Did you have anything else you wanted to ask us?
Okay. So you said 3 questions, and I
Oh
got
no.
one.
You can ask as
Oh.
many as you want. It's your
Oh,
time. It was a joke. It's just a joke.
Three.
And then
Execute.
and then you get executed.
Okay. Okay, so like I got so many, but it's hard to think.
That's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Okay. So okay. The next one is, how long have you been streaming on Twitch for?
That is a good question. Let me actually do this. Count age. I have been streaming on Twitch for 9 years, 2 months, 10 days, and 4 hours.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yes.
Well, so that things are fair between us. You know, I've been streaming since July 31st, 2021.
Yeah, so basically with me, I started off 9 years ago hearing about Twitch because I was streaming on other platforms before that, and I wanted to get into streaming video games, and I heard about Twitch, and I've been doing it for the first 7 years that I was streaming. I did it on and off. We did it on and off for those 7 years. And and I only really started taking it seriously once I jumped over to being a VTuber, and since then I haven't looked back. Been streaming every day since.
Damn.
I believe I've been streaming since 2019, 2018, one of those years with the teams at the end. I started off doing Pokemon mainly, and only Pokemon because that was what I liked, and I still like, but I will never play Pokemon ever again on stream.
Why? Why?
I don't know, I just want it to be one of those things that I don't really do anymore.
Okay. All right, that was a wonderful question.
Yes. Okay, so we
Turn
got
up
the
the volume plus Coco. Turn up Coco's volume. All right, try that.
like. He's at 200.
There you go.
Okay. So the most recent relationship that I was in, I was cheated on and I gave up on dating. So, what type of advice would you give if you want to have a healthy, lasting relationship?
That is a good question. So, unfortunately, it's one of those things where, I feel like, especially in America, right? The divorce rate's 50%. So even if you find that person, even if you get engaged, even if you go through the whole thing of marriage, there's a 50% chance that it's going to fail. And I feel like today, in 2023, people can't put expectation on forever. You know, I feel like you just kind of have to feel it out. If you want to marry somebody, go for it. But if you're not happy, I feel like there's no reason for you to stay into something if you're not happy. Obviously, you should work for something. You should work for it. but ultimately you only have one life, right? So if you don't if you're not happy, then make yourself happy. But in regards to making a relationship last, all you can do is try to communicate with that other person, find out what their wants and their needs are, and make sure you're hitting those needs. And that could be in multiple categories, right?
Yep.
So all you can do is give them what you can give, and if that's not enough for them, it's never going to be enough. And you kind of have to accept that, and that's when you would move on at that point. So it's kind of hard to say. There is really no secret. I think it's either you vibe and it works, or it doesn't.
I agree.
All right, what do you got? What do you think, Coco?
Well, for me, I am as many people do not know, but I am indeed era. So I don't typically do relationships. But I will say that on the topic of the giving up portion, having one bad experience, unless you have multiple, I wouldn't give up on trying to be with somebody if that is what you truly wanted to do.
Yep, sure.
Yep, absolutely. I
I don't know why. I don't know why that I gave up after having 4 exes.
I think it's just, this could be like a dry spell for you. Like, I wouldn't say you've given up, but what you should do is take this as time to look introspectively at yourself, and then find out what makes you happy, and then do it, or try to better yourself in one way or another. Because I feel like, especially with marriages that actually, like, in relationships that last a very long time, usually the people that find themselves in those relationships weren't expecting them, because they were like in the best part of their life, being, hashtag girl boss and other stuff, right? Like, they're basically prioritizing themselves over trying to find a partner, and that's when they find their partner.
Typically, the best partners that most people think about in their life are people that they've known for years and have been friends with for years, like a best friend or someone you care about deeply.
Yeah, I would just personally, I would say it's okay to give up, but just know that you should take this time to work on yourself in that meantime.
Yep.
Because it's okay to take a break from dating. It's completely fine to take a break from dating. I took a break from dating. I took like a 3 or 4 year break after my first ex. My first ex cheated on me. I was with him for 3.5 years, and he cheated on me after he had teased me about asking me what kind of rings I liked. So that was fun. But I took those 3 or 4 years to get the right mental help that I needed, along with learning how to date other people, just going out and having fun, and just doing what I wanted to do that I never got to do when I was in that relationship. So just take this time for yourself. That's the best advice I can give you.
I'm forever not.
Let me catch up with the chat here. You already know what a healthy relationship is. Being cheated on, cheaters are going to cheat. You're better off with them, and you're better off without them, and always will be. And a relationship is just as healthy as being in one. Absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have 50 exes. What matters is how you get it back up on plate and swing the ball. My first fiance also cheated on me. Guess what? She's on the curb, and I got a house. Cheaters never win. That's it.
Hey.
Cheaters never win. Yeah.
Nope. Those who play by the rules win.
Well, and it's just like, people that hurt people are also just really hurt deep down inside as well. So you don't want to be with somebody that's toxic like that anyway.
Nope.
Well, are there any other questions that you have?
So, okay, so
I feel real bad. My questions are memes. I should send some actual questions. Well, that
Yeah.
was your fault,
No.
Hero. That was your fault. And plus, the memes, we like the memes.
Listen, we gotta
Yep.
talk about that W Riz that I have. Alright?
That's
okay.
right.
So, like outside of Valentine's Day, what holidays are you into?
I'm gonna be stereotypical bitch here and say Halloween because I have daddy issues and I like to play dress up.
I have the same answer, and dressing up is not the only reason onto why. I encounter a lot of cool Halloween attractions that can give you a good scare.
I was for a very, very long time in my life. Since I lived in South Florida, I would go to Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights, and that's just like the peak. That's the peak of Halloween for me. I loved HHN. If you've never got a chance to go, would totally recommend going. 100%.
I honestly want to sometime.
It's really fun. It's really fun. And for the most part, they keep most of the rides open during Halloween Horror Nights. So you can go on rides as well as go through the haunted houses. So it's like being in the regular park almost. It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of what else I like. I really
Yeah,
like
you know.
I really like Christmas. But that's only recently. I only recently started becoming like a Christmas enjoyer. What about you, Coco?
Well, I like Thanksgiving a lot.
Why?
But not for. I just like
because-
eating.
Because you want to be stuffed.
No. I like stuffing, actually.
Okay.
It's kind of like my thing.
Ayo. Tell me about it. What kind of stuffing do you like?
I like putting rocks in my turkey. It's really, really nice.
What?
Get
Oh.
really, really hot and red in the middle. It's
Oh.
like so cool.
Are you talking about edible rocks?
Next question.
He sucks.
So I asked this in the forum, and I know I'm probably going to go the horny Joe for asking this, but have you ever had someone jerk off to an SFW art of you?
So I've actually asked this on my Twitter once. And it seems like people have. And I'm completely okay with that. We were having this conversation last night, actually. I'm just so you're aware, I'm 100% okay with you jerking off to my content or an image of my model.
Yeah, like right now,
Like-
you're good.
Like right now. So I'm 100% with you doing that. I don't care.
Oh, you're with them doing it.
Exactly.
I didn't know
Hira,
that about.
Hira says, have you jerked off to art of yourself? I'm not that narcissistic. Come on.
Now you know me. We all know Val has a massive cock that
Yeah.
you can jerk off with.
Yeah, everyone knows I have a giant Fuda cock.
Yeah, she
There
can
goes.
jerk off with. That's crazy.
There it goes.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't know. Do you think anybody's jerked off to your content, Coco?
People have like come into my chat, like like tried role playing with me, they're probably jerking off then, like being like, "Oh my god, this is so hot." I'm like, and like
Mhm.
trying to RP with like a random person.
I
like,
do get those occasional people that are like, "Oh my god, mommy," and that's the only thing they say, and then they leave.
No, I get like people that call me like, "Oh my god, you're so cute. I want to like grab your leeches from behind and fuck you." Like, I don't know, like say shit like that.
I probably will, Tori. I'll just later on I'll kind of use asterisks and how do I say redact information as I read. My lore states I'm pure ego, so I guess I'm a narcissist. You've jerked off to your content hero? That's impressive.
I don't even have an SFW art to like jerk off to if I wanted to.
But neither do I, to be 100% fair.
I just
What
don't
did-
think I could, you know? Like I think I sound fucking weird. Like I don't think I could be like, "Oh," you know?
I think I sound cute, right?
Oh,
Do I
yeah.
sound cute? Like I know I sound. Didn't.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a great question. I love that question.
Okay, so, like, I've asked, like, a lot of my friends for this question, but what type of anime would you recommend? And I'm mostly, yeah, I'm one of those people who's into, like, pretty much anything but romance.
I cannot answer this one.
Okay, so in regards to anime, all right, you have your shonens, right? You have your popular ones that just came out. Jujutsu Kaisen is Gojo. That's all I have to say. But if you like action, if you really like action, if you have a Netflix account, watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It's
I
10
already watched that.
Oh, then there you go. It's 10 episodes, and it's just perfection. Let's see. The new season of Bleach was good. I'm pretty mainstream when it comes to my anime. I'm not really I don't delve deep into like some weird shit no one's ever heard of. Oh, am I moist? No. Okay. Thanks, Chad. That one volleyball anime, Haiku. I don't like sports anime personally, but I would say Jujutsu Kaisen is up there with one of my favorites. Chainsaw Man was pretty mid, but if you like mid anime, go for it.
Oh, you're gonna get like grabbed and like ripped in half.
Listen, Chainsaw Man was. It's not. Okay, how do I say this? It didn't exceed expectations. It met my expectations, but my expectations were, as it always was, mid.
You're gonna get like put on a cross.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't like it. I love Chainsaw Man. However, it was not the greatest anime of 2022. That's for sure.
Giggles.
Demon Slayer is also mid.
Demon Slayer. I mean, I will give it. I will say that. Yeah, it's definitely mid. It's not even mid.
Honestly, Tori,
Sweet.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would agree that Bleach was up there for me until I watched Edgerunners. Edgerunners is my favorite anime of 2022.
One of
Yeah,
two
Edge-
lurk.
Edgerunners is fire if you're a sucker for science fiction.
Well, not even science fiction. It's
cyberpunk,
just
yeah.
action. It's just straight like I'm gonna blow some guy's head off with my arm cannon because that's cool.
That's true. Like, okay.
But I would give Bleach a chance if you haven't watched the new season of Bleach. It's really good.
Okay. So. Oh, that's. Oh, I got one question that I usually ask other people.
Mm-hmm.
The anime one is out of the way because I honestly want to get into more anime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, out of all the Okay, so back in the horror genre, who would you say in your opinion, who is the mascot of horror for you?
Mascot of horror.
Yeah.
Ghostface.
Ghostface for you?
Probably.
I'd probably say Jason. I think Jason's pretty iconic. Or Michael Myers. It's a 50-50 between those two.
For me, it's debatable between Pennywise and Jeepers Creepers.
I think so many people forget about Jeepers Creepers though. I think that's the only
I would rather forget about Jeepers Creepers.
that's the only thing that I have. Jeepers Creepers is great. It's a great movie.
I agree.
But I feel like when it comes to like the face of horror, I feel like a lot of people forget about it, and that's why I feel like it wouldn't be the face, or at least for me. Like, I don't really like the Jason movies so much, but I feel like between Jason and Michael Myers, I feel like, but Jason unforgettable. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only movie that I have seen that Jason is in is Freddy vs. Jason.
You should watch the other ones. You should watch Jason X if you want a good laugh. He's in outer space. And I wish that was a joke.
Okay.
What's the... I don't know. I don't watch a lot of horror movies. I would maybe say The Ring 2 is another big one.
Like Sadako?
Yes, Sadako.
I mean, I would say that's a good pick.
Yeah,
Very
that's a good
iconic.
pick.
Very iconic.
Yeah, The Grudge. They have a very, very strong design and everybody remembers them. So.
Okay. Okay, so the last one that I can think of on the top of my head is, out of all the content creators you support, who gave you the inspiration to start making content on where you do now?
That is a really good question. So, the one who inspired me to even do VTubing was Iron Mouse, for sure.
That's understandable.
Iron Mouse is Puerto Rican, just like me, and she's like the first person that I really watched. I was like, wow, this is something I would really want to do. And after getting into being a VTuber, and as in people I looked up to, Deadly Desiree is a friend who I looked up to because I thought she had amazing content and she was super nice. She's always been very lovely to me, and she has a community that cannot be shaken, that's for sure. And she's somebody I look up to very, very much as a colleague and as a friend, and as somebody who I really just admire their content. What about you, Coco?
My main inspiration is not really by like any big VTuber. It's mostly by like a bunch of smaller ones. I liked Artsy, and I still do. I like Artsy VRC a lot. That's a person I really looked up to back then. I don't know if anybody knows them, so that's like the main person that made me be like, I wanna do this. And so I did.
All right. Well, Crazy, let me get your shout out here.
Gotcha. And also, if you end up asking for channels, do you want my YouTube or Twitch?
You could do both, because I'm gonna do a big thank you spread Twit longer after all of this is over.
Figured I asked before I assume. And my side of the question that I have asked, it was Markiplier, Corey Kenshin, and your narrator. And from when I started, I've encountered some cool small and underrated YouTubers and Twitch streamers, and I and I am surprisingly in a healthy friendship with them.
That's good
Yeah.
to hear. That's good.
Yep.
It's so lovely when you know, it's been some time and you can still you know, have good relationships with people.
And a few friends and I have made a YouTube group called The Bodies as a fun fact, and it recently got a rebranding.
There you go.
Yep.
That's so wonderful. And thank you
Yep.
for your wonderful questions. And yeah, I'll take your Twitch and your YouTube, and I will make sure to include both of those when I do a nice big shout out for everybody later. Later, probably tomorrow, I'll do that.
Gotcha.
All
Anyways,
right.
thank you for the opportunity for this thingamajig.
Absolutely. Thank you for calling in, and you have a good night.
You as well.
All right. Let's go. Let's take some anonymous questions, shall we?
Oh boy.
Actually, let me go to my drive because I think there was one on there that was anonymous as well. Alright. It's not that one.
Do a funny question.
Oh, here's a good one. Okay, the question is, are you single IRL? Coco?
I will be for the unforeseen future, and probably will be forever in all honesty, and that's by choice.
Okay. And let me get another anonymous question here.
Sudden car noise.
Coco
No,
is,
fuck.
Coco is single and ready to mingle, y'all. Ain't that the truth? Alright. You're in bed one night when you notice me creeping towards you in the dark. What do you do? Well, let me pull up their Twitter so I can see who they are.
I don't care who it is. You're gonna die. I don't care.
I would probably bring out my pepper spray and spray them in the eyes, because I wouldn't be expecting anybody crawling towards me.
Yeah, yeah, you're just going to die. I'm sorry to say. I don't care. I don't care who you are. You don't do that.
I'd pull out the Glizzy Glock. Yeah, the Glizzy
The
Glock.
Glizzy Glock 9000.
All right. So up next,
I'm gonna get Taco Bell ad and it's torturing me because I know.
I believe we have another caller on the line.
Yippee. Yeah. Who is it next, by the way?
You're on the air with Validity XP,
And King Coco VT.
and this is the Wolf Maid Hotline. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Electro. How are you doing tonight?
Fine.
Oh, you're doing good. That's good. So,
Hello.
you called into the hotline. What questions do you have for us tonight?
No questions, only propaganda.
Only propaganda. Lovely.
The Valentine's Day you know is a scam.
Is it?
Perverted by the greed of eating gluttony of those who feel a need to gloat.
Oh, that
you
greed.
I like the idea of somebody calling a hotline just to be like,
Bruh.
The Industrial Revolution and its conflict in society.
Anyway,
let me ask you, how do you feel about the geopolitical situation going on?
the what?
It's an inside joke. Don't worry about it, Electro. Keep going. Tell us about all that propaganda.
Valentine's Day, a started it way long ago, centuries ago.
Mm.
Oh, in celebration of a Roman priest named Saint Valentine,
Mm-hmm.
and who allowed soldiers to get married in a time where soldiers getting married was illegal,
Mm-hmm.
and he was put to death for it.
Oh, what a bad boy he must have been.
Wait.
Yeah. I was not prepared for this.
Anyway, keep going.
And I believe that we as a society need to bring the holiday back to that. And forget all the couples
Back to
posting
murder.
pictures of themselves on
No, gay
Instagram.
people.
I want people fighting for marriage rights on today because as Valentine's Day was about marriage rights.
So, how does one fight for marriage rights?
Just get gay.
Are we
Probably.
fighting to keep marriages marriage? Is that what we're doing?
I'm pretty sure they're talking about
Talking about where'd my brain go?
like gay rights, right? That's what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about?
Fight for those rights. It's to keep them alive.
That's right.
Because we all know, they aren't going to be around long under certain governments.
That's right. If you're gay, you have the right to get married, and nobody can stop you here in America.
They
That-
can't stop us all.
That is a right.
We
You
all just
deserve-
get married.
That is a right you deserve, and if you are part of the LGBTQ+ community, I love and support you.
I intend to rise up with all the other single people to reclaim Valentine's Day for the marriage rights instead of the couples. The couples have had good too long.
Yes, we must get rid of them.
No, we don't have to get rid of them. Couples,
No, we
couples
can't.
are cute
Moira.
together.
We have to. I'm good for
Moira.
this
We
idea.
gotta get rid of
I'm
the
good.
we gotta get rid of the greed and the gloating.
But I do
This-
love a box of chocolates, though.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. I'm not speaking out against that. I'm speaking it out against making single people depressed.
Well, that is a problem, yes, I do agree with you. That is a legitimate issue.
And to the single people out there, I feel your pain.
To all of my single Pringles out there, you are not alone. Just know that tonight
Well,
I am here holding each and every single one of your hands tightly.
Valentine's Day is for you too. Ooh,
Absolutely.
don't let the couples think you're not allowed to participate.
Yes, everybody can participate. If you have a dog, give him a hug. If you
I don't
have
think I want to hold your hand.
If you have friends or family, wish them a happy Valentine's Day. If you haven't talked to anybody in a while, give them a call.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to participate. Well, thank you, Electro. Let me get you a shout out here. Shout out. Electro Guy GJ.
All jokes aside, yeah, Valentine's Day can be really tough if you feel like you're the only one left out. That's why I think we should change the way we do it.
I don't know. For me personally, I've never actually felt sad about Valentine's Day. Granted, I'm also Arrow and have been since I was born.
Can you explain what that means, just so everybody understands?
Essentially, Arrow means that I don't like romantic relationships in a sense. Not that I can't feel like love or anything. I feel that. I feel cared for.
Dude, if you're Arrow, you have no reason not to support my cause.
I like penis, alright? I'm already gay, so you already got me.
All right. Well, Electro, thank you so much for taking the time to spread your message here on the Wolfmaid Hotline. You are welcome back anytime.
Thank you for having me.
And you have a lovely and wonderful Valentine's Day, friend.
Sorry, he's gone now. I ate him. I ate the bag on the floor.
You ate the bag.
I couldn't help it. I saw it there and I looked tight and tasty and I was like, I need to do this.
Professor Rostebon, I hope you're having a fantastic evening.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So what's the anonymous question? Are we doing anonymous questions?
Yes, we are going to be doing anonymous questions. And to everybody in the chat, please visit this link that's above my head. You can ask anonymous questions now, and I will answer them on stream tonight. And they can be about anything your little heart desires wanting to know about me. Or about love, relationships, or sex in general. I'm here to answer it all.
Yeah.
And so is Coco, who is my wonderful Valentine. And I'm so happy he's my Valentine this year.
She dragged me in here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
I've been trapped in this. The door's been locked for 5 hours.
I used chloroform. He didn't have a choice.
Jesus.
I'm turning into a yandere.
That's not a yonder. That's
Nordic.
a kidnapper.
Nordic werewolf, I love you too, and welcome in, sweet bean. You hear things good about men, but good women? Wait, you hear the things about good men, but good women? Why don't we hear about good women out in the open? Well, that is because of a societal construct that is run by mostly men, unfortunately. So, women who are good are usually swept underneath the rug and are not looked at, mainly because good women usually, well, not always, but are either overlooked or underappreciated, or both.
Okay. Is this talking about like nice guys, those people too? Like, are we talking about that? But
I think it's about just good women in general, not nice guys.
Okay. Female nice guys exist, though. I will say, I've met a few.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've had the unpleasantry of meeting them.
Oh, it seems we are getting a surprise call from someone.
This isn't on the script. What the fuck?
We are getting a surprise call from the caller right now. Hello, and welcome to the Wolfmaid Hotline.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
Hello, what is your name?
Bill.
Bill? Bill, it's nice to meet
Yeah.
you, Bill. How can I help you tonight?
I got a question for you, little lady. I want to know, is it true women like big trucks like big dicks?
That is the question. I know for me personally, the bigger your truck, the smaller your dick's probably gonna be. So I want nothing to do with a man in a big truck.
I got a Freightliner Cascadia, right? I was thinking about upgrading from a 16-wheel to an 18-wheel. So I'm like, bigger the truck, bigger the dick, right? I'm gonna get more pussy with that, huh?
Well, Bill, you know, you sound a lot like Beetlejuice. And that's amazing.
Beetlejuice.
That is incredible. All I can say
You sound
is...
like Ash, so I mean, I wouldn't be making fun of people's voices.
I will say...
Listen, I'm just gonna say that I would suck your cock if you had a giant truck, okay?
Yeah, right,
if you had a
would.
massive
I'd
truck.
chloroform
I
you with
feel-
that truck.
What is up with the man trying to kidnap me?
To the daisies.
I know I am. That's what people say.
That's the way I like them. Just right up here to the truck stops and then greasy goes out there and just ain't having a 15er. Woo!
I hate it here. I hate this job. I didn't even apply for here.
Oh,
This guy.
there's a question in my chat for you, Bill. Is it a Ford or a Chevy?
I haven't done pussy trucks. I got myself an 18-wheeler. That bitch a Cascadia. Woo!
I can't even understand him anymore. he's lost.
Well,
I won't lie, the Peterbilt Paradise, those bitches, bitches, tough right there. Woo!
So true. So bad.
Can't go wrong with them. You're gonna reliable. Goddamn comment.
oh, thank you so much.
I think we're gonna get a. I think I need my pills actually. I think.
Thank you so much, Bill, for your
You got it.
incredibly large question. I hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day, and we hope to hear from you again soon.
You say
Hope
that you're
we
gonna
don't.
20 wheeler if possible.
It's possible. Oh God.
Oh no, he's gonna come buy it.
Wow. Ugh.
I think I had to like watch my back now as like people wanting me.
All right, like I was saying.
That wasn't beautiful. That was horrifying. How do you think I feel? Look at me.
Let's see. What's the next thing? The next question we have
He's
is.
such a way with words.
I know he's a true poet. Incredible.
I didn't know my like I can get moist because I'm a guy, but I guess I can.
Daddy diabetes and mommy Tori ooh ooh. Let's see. If I take a minute to breathe in between, it's because my lungs are still fucked up from last week, and I do apologize to each and every one of you, but don't worry, I promise I'll make it up to you.
Val,
Let's
do you
see.
need someone to clear up your throat for you?
Oh yeah. Let me just take a whiff of this giant fucking thick inhaler.
Yeah, you gotta do your jet real quick. I forgot. What's wrong, smooth skin?
I am medicating.
You ever
right
seen
now
a cat make before?
with my inhaler, and I do apologize. I let it all out, so I have to do it again.
Or what are you gonna protect me with?
Okay. Now, as I was saying, chat, comes from our very own Monster Mike. What was the right advice? What was the right advice when you were dating someone you were in love with? That's a good question. So I guess I can say the best piece of advice I ever received was take your time. You are in no rush to do anything. There should be no rush to get married. There should be no rush to get engaged. Just enjoy your time with that person and go the speed that's right for you. What about you, Coco?
I think the only like good advice I've ever received is somebody just telling me red flags about a person. That's
Oh,
about it.
like what? Like what? Please elaborate.
I forgot, so I don't remember. It's been like what, like 6 years since the last time I've been in like an actual relationship.
Uh-oh, Coco can't remember the red flags. That's not good.
I mean, it's like I don't know, like if the person starts talking about like wanting to marry you and you're like literally like not even a month in a relationship, then it's like what the fuck.
Yes, I
It's kinda
do.
weird.
I do agree. Chloroform is not a red flag. It
I
is.
forgot. It's not. Yeah, no, it isn't because everyone does it to me apparently, so it can't be. It's like it can't be normal.
All right, we'll answer one more question before we move on to the next caller. Does bringing in a box of chocolates have more sentimental and emotional value than a bouquet of roses? Dr. D, thank you so much for the tier 3 sub. Been subscribed for
Okay,
13
Val.
months.
Well, okay, for me, if you ever wanted to head like right then and there, you would give me strawberry, and strawberries covered in chocolate, not
But-
some shitty thing of cut chocolate.
But the question is here is it does chocolates have more, which has more sentimental and emotional value, bouquet of roses or chocolate?
Definitely chocolate because you can eat it, and roses are useless. They just look pretty.
Here's my thing. I feel like chocolate is more sentimental, but a bouquet of roses is more emotional. I'm gonna split that up. So
I don't know. To me, it's like, oh my god. To me, it's like, oh my god, you got chocolates, which means that you know I fucking hate roses and anything that's like stupid, like a rose that's just gonna die in like a day or 3.
well, that's the thing. But the thing is roses are incredibly expensive. So it's what they're
bouquet of roses.
what they're really saying is, I bought you something that is so expensive and it's gonna die anyway. That's how much I love you.
Yeah, just like a relationship. That's what I think. Whenever I see
I feel like it really depends on the person. So I don't get flowers that much, but I would love to receive them. But chocolate is more useful to me, since I do have a fat ass.
Yeah, we are Puerto Rican, so
Mm-hmm. That dumpy doesn't make itself, you know.
yeah, it forms.
Alright, let's see. Okay,
It's like clay face. Like,
I
it's
think
just
we
like
have
eating
another
stuff
caller.
that is-
another caller on the line. You're on the air with Validity XP,
And King Coco
try not to and this is the Wolf Made Hotline. Welcome in, Wolf, to the Wolf Made Hotline. What questions do you desire to be answered tonight?
So, like, if you go to a Walmart and you buy a 4 terabyte Western Digital hard drive, and you come home and you open it up, and there's a Ziploc baggie full of hot dogs inside the box, what do you do?
Eat it. You plug it in because that's
Well-
like part of it.
Well, here's the legitimate thing. Did you keep the receipt?
Bruh,
Val,
I used
you
to live
don't
with an old lady for
understand.
10 years. I keep in the damn receipt.
Well, if you keep the
Val,
rec-
you don't understand. It's supposed to be like that. Okay? You
If
just
you-
plug it into your computer. Have you done that?
if you keep the receipts, then clearly you take it back to Walmart.
Go see my hot dog. What the fuck?
Wait, did you actually? Is that like actually what happened?
I spent $130 on a 4 terabyte Western Digital Black, and inside of it is a pack, is a Ziploc bag with 3 fucking hot dogs in it.
That's might be the funniest thing
That's
I've
a
ever
W.
heard.
That's a W.
I
That's a
sent-
W.
Go to the general. There's a
I
tweet.
see it. I see it.
That's a W.
Um,
Did you plug it in at least?
I'm not putting a hot dog in a SATA cable.
Why not?
I'll insult
It
you.
wasn't. It was. You're gonna plug me in? Can you plug me in, please?
Yeah, I'm going to jam these 3 hot dogs.
Yeah, can you jam a SATA cable into my fucking brainstem?
so, I mean, clearly, if you keep the receipt, Wolf, you just take it back. You say all there was fucking 3 hot dogs. I wouldn't even take the hot dogs out. I would leave the hot dogs in. They're not gonna believe you, but it's okay.
And the fucking crazier part is, it had the spider thing around it, the security thing.
You're but you're being 100% serious. Like you didn't it's not for a joke, right?
This is not a joke.
That is the most unfortunate thing.
I mean, it's funny, but
It's one of the
That's-
most unfortunate things I've ever heard in my
I
entire
wanted a
life.
new hard drive, damn it.
Me retweeting that out right now because of how funny it is. Chat, if you want to see what we're talking about, I just retweeted it out. So go on my Twitter and you can
Bruh.
take
Wait,
a look
so
at it.
so you're just taking it? Wait, why are you even taking it apart?
Coco, it's random hot dogs in a Ziploc bag. I'm not.
Well, maybe they were there so it can cook.
Do you know why? Because they wanted the weight of it to be the same.
These Houdinis jammed hot dogs. They somehow got the little security thing out of the way, and they put hot dogs in it.
That's really, like, props to them. Honestly, I don't condone stealing, but goddamn, that's funny.
I think I'm pretty sure they're
Fuck
meant
this
to
shit. I'm
be-
going to Best Buy next time.
How the fuck did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know how one does this. Wolf,
I guess someone was hungry.
was there anything else you wanted to talk about on the air live with us right now? Besides
I
your-
had a question, but I'm so frazzled.
Besides your hot dog.
I have a very normal hot dog. Shut up.
Listen, if
It's
it
average size.
if it leans or bends, it's normal, fellas. It's normal.
Mine doesn't.
I feel like that's such an electric question.
It's
I don't know. Where are all the nerdy girls at?
Where are all the nerdy girls? Oh yes, I remember your question. Okay. So, I also can you tell everybody the context behind your question as well? Because I read your context, but just like elaborate some more.
Can't even get a hard drive.
I think we live in kind of an interesting time, especially if you're like, or if you're more like me, who's like a shut-in, especially for like 10 plus years, either for different reasons. There's a lot of things that have come out, like especially like VR, and something that one guy did was something called Never Met, which I think is kind of neat, but at the same time, I don't really think I feel it fit into that. So it's like I'm trying to wonder where would someone like me even find love.
Well, to be fair,
Boo-boo.
to be fair,
I thought you could read that.
I do know of plenty of people on this website called Twitch, VTubers specifically, who have met and become a couple just from playing with games and liking each other's personalities without even really knowing what each other looked like. And this couple specifically in my brain, who I'm not going to say out loud, has been together for over a year. There's actually another couple that I'm thinking of who have been together for 6 or 8 months. So honestly, I'm not saying you should use Twitter to find love, but you never know. In this community, everyone's here for the same thing, right? To entertain people and to have fun streaming. And, you know, you never know. You never know who you'll come across.
So I need to log into RuneScape and buy a Goth GF.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the other thing you can do is
Stonks.
stonks, yes, of course. For all those fellas out there that are looking for the nerdy girls, we're not outside. We don't go outside.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna want to do
Same for fanboys.
is you're gonna want to go.
House to
To-
house and look through the window?
Yes. No. What we're gonna want to do
No, that's later.
is keep an ear out. Keep an ear out for interesting events. So trivia nights at a local bar. Nerdy girls love that shit. You know, Rocky Horror Picture Show, like drag dub along with the movie. Nerdy girls love that shit. Anything dealing with Broadway or musicals. Nerdy girls love that shit.
If
So
you
I
want to
need-
find a femboy, then
So basically, you need to go to all the
Sorry,
things.
I don't like to.
You need to go to all the things that you think are lame, and that's where the nerdy girls are.
Alright, so always keep my DVD copy of Labyrinth with Davey Bowie on me at all
Absolutely.
times.
Nerdy girls love that shit. I do.
yeah, just throw it at them and they'll do it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna throw it. It's very old, very fragile.
But honestly, you know, just keep an ear to the ground for local events that are out of the norm that might seem a little lame, and that's probably where the nerdy girls are going. Girls love to go out and dance and drink, so that's also somewhere where you might find like nerdy girls. Is surprisingly the bar, like a club too. Hobby shops with D&D, arcades, barcades, cafes.
Ah,
Absolutely.
I used to run a bunch of D&D campaigns and back then. That was pretty fun. I met a lot of cute girls there.
Oh, this town doesn't have a hobby shop. It closed down long ago. It's so sad. It's so weird.
Well, like I said, keep your ear to the ground for local events. And if you seem like you're apprehensive about going, go to it. That's where they'll be.
I need a wing woman, Val. What you doing?
Listen, I am open to be anybody's wing woman. All you have to do is ask.
And then your little leech maid in your pocket.
Maid? I'm not fucking a maid. Oh my god, do I have to change my profile picture?
Yeah.
Do I have to change it? Do I have to
Yeah.
change real quick?
Well, I mean, it looks kind of cute, the fact that we're both maids right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Merciless
I'm not
Wolf,
your
welcome
maid.
in. Welcome in, sweetie.
16-bit looking.
You need to get some bitches on your dick. Mm-hmm.
Did someone just say I need a haircut or?
Yeah, with your yee ass haircut.
Oh, better yet. I'm not.
No, we can't. We can't. We can. We may be brown, but we can't say it.
I'm not gonna say the word. What?
Well, Wolf, did you have? I think you had another question as well, right?
I have dementia. I don't remember.
Well, in
me
regards
too.
to, I think your the website that you talked about. What's it called?
Oh,
Oh,
no, it's like an
Nevermet?
app and a Discord. It's called like Never Met. I think
Okay,
Electra was going to ask about it too, but it's like
I will say this because I'm more knowledgeable on the fact of like VR chats.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Nevermet is a VR chat, like dating service essentially. Like it was made in response to that, and I never understood the purpose of it because VR chat is basically like already, like very very much better than just a dating app. If you want to meet someone in VR chat, it's really easy too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Actually, that's probably a really good place to go as well. But you
Think
just
the-
have to make
oh.
sure everyone is 18 plus, and that's the only concern there.
yeah, that's what kind of sucks with the app because of a lot of because you can hide a lot of facts about yourself.
Yep. But I mean, it's the same thing as online dating in general, though. I mean, there's a lot of things people hide on their Tinder profiles. There's a lot of things people hide on their Grindr profiles, on whatever they use, you know. So it really isn't
That's
much
like-
different.
I like going on. I can't even say that. I can't even make that joke. It's gonna make me sound like Ted Bundy.
Make the joke. Make the joke.
I was gonna say that I eat people on Tinder. It's like I lie about me being a leech.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yummy.
Alrighty, Wolf. Well, I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope that you get your situation with your SSD figured out.
This was.
Can you at least eat the hot dogs? Like take a
I
bite
am
of
not
one?
opening the bag of hot dogs.
I wouldn't, Coco, even if you boiled it for safety.
I wasn't
What
even
are they-
sure if they were hot dogs.
Well, I was gonna say, let me shut you out, Wolf. Shut out. Past.
Hello.
There you are. And I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day, Wolf.
Try age them. I keep getting the same Taco Bell ad. It hates me.
Can
Why did
can
you
someone
give
gift
me Taco-
can someone gift Coco a sub? That would be
It's
great.
giving me like something.
And again,
No,
I am
I
answering
don't
questions. I am answering questions anonymously. You can visit this link above my head, and you can ask questions, and I'll answer anything. And I do mean anything.
And remember, chat, it's morbing time.
It's always Morbin time.
I can feel it morbing inside of me.
Always, it's always morbing inside.
Look at
Would
this
you like to
fellow.
go on a date? Is this question from Anonymous?
I can't even sell
Absolutely.
myself.
Absolutely. I would love to go on a date. Thank you, Anonymous. Would you go on a date with Anonymous? Yeah, you're getting bonked.
Depends how
tonight.
much. It depends how much food they're giving me.
Chad, you are the ones getting bonked tonight, just so you know. The hacker
The
group?
hacker group.
No.
Yeah, we're
We're talking about
hacked,
this
okay.
specific individual who decided to remain anonymous. It's like a blind date.
The infamous 4chan hacker. Yeah, why am I getting bond? Yeah. What's the next question, Val?
The next question we have here is also from Anonymous.
Man, this guy's crazy.
How do you deal with raw nipples from overplaying? That is a wonderful question. So, unfortunately, I don't have too much experience in this field, as it requires a lot of pulling and or sucking and BDSM play, which I don't have that much experience with. I'm not too much into nipple stimulation in general, or hardcore nipple stimulation in regards to BDSM play. But dealing with raw nipples is something I do know how to fix, because it is a man and a lady problem. So, ladies, men, are your nipples raw from overplaying and or from going running or exercising and or being a wonderful caring mother? I have a solution. It's called Vaseline.
It's called Vicks Vapor Rub.
No, Vicks has got medicine.
And
Like,
NyQuil.
no. Vicks has menthol in it, so it would hurt. So Vaseline is something that can help you quite a bit after a rough night of nipple play. You just take a little bit on your nipple, or you take a little bit of Vaseline and rub it on. You don't need much, and you can reapply it as needed, and it should help to deal with the rawness, the soreness. Also, maybe pop an Advil with that as well.
Me personally, I just deal with it.
But that was a wonderful, wonderful question. Let's see who's next. Oh, fantastic. I do believe we have another person on the line.
Oh boy.
Well, we are having some problems connecting here. Oh, I believe we have them. You're on the air with
We have
Validity
obtained
XP.
them, like an item in a video game.
King Coco VT.
And this is the Wolf Maid Hotline. Welcome in, Serenity. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, darlings. How are you doing?
Oh, my wife. I am doing fantastic. For those that don't know, this is my wife.
Your wife.
No, they're mine. They're mine, Val. My goodness.
You know what? Coco holds your hand.
Hold your hand.
Yeah.
There's you in the eyes. You're adorable today. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, those leeches look very sucky today.
Oh,
They really, that's what they do.
they
Surprisingly.
suck.
I know, right? What?
They
Tell me what
suck.
blood you do. What blood type do you give them?
What blood I do? I don't know. Multiple, probably.
Multiple?
What's their favorite?
I don't exactly ask, so.
Oh, but they're a part of you. You should know.
No, I don't exactly. I don't think my leeches have a blood type.
Oh, your leeches don't have a type? Oh, how progressive.
I don't like.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have that.
That's
I mean, they don't have
wonderful.
eyes. They wouldn't really have a type either, I'm guessing.
That's wonderful.
They're blind.
And by the way, Chan, if anybody has any questions or anything, and you don't mind typing it in chat, you are more than welcome to ask away. So, Serenity, what brings you to the Wolfmane Hotline?
Well, I have a couple questions. One is this: I've probably already asked this in the funny anonymous website. Val, would you do me the honor and the privilege on going on a Taco Bell date with me?
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking,
it would be my absolute pleasure.
Coco, I will bring you strawberries.
I love strawberries. Well, strawberries are like my favorite flavor.
Why am I sour creaming my panties, Tori? Anyway,
Tori, I'm sorry, darling. Do you want in?
I will do anything for Taco Bell. You want me on my fucking knees? Get me some Taco Bell.
Serenity just wants head from me, I guess.
Listen, I mean, if you want, we could have a Taco Bell food table on Val.
I'm just saying, Serenity, me and Coco have done a Taco Bell mukbang on this channel once before, and I think I would love to do it again, knowing that I can expense it out, so it wouldn't cost me anything.
Hell yeah.
So basically, right?
Mm.
I can give you a leech job for a few strawberries. Would that be fine for you?
How about few strawberries and 5 boxes of strawberry Pocky?
Ooh, Pocky? That's a good deal, Coco.
I like Pocky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chad, you want to see my pussy already? Oh. Already?
Yeah.
I haven't even... I haven't even... I haven't even gotten all hot and bothered yet, and you already want to see my pussy?
The darkness is spreading.
I mean, darling, if you want something to get you hot and bothered, all I gotta mention is Crunchwrap Supreme.
I got a leech right here. That's very hungry.
And I'm not talking about the ones on my head.
Oh?
Right.
Maybe it's cute later.
Listen.
I'm just saying leeches are like cats.
Me and Coco are just absolute Taco Bell sluts, and we'll do anything for it.
Now, I have another question. This is a kind of serious one. Now, you know, when you're in a relationship, you know, especially like, it's more about the age gap. Is it okay to have an age gap that is, of course, the person is over the age of consent? I'm covering my ass here. I know it's a big one. But is it okay for people over the age of consent to have like a big age gap? So say, for example, is it okay for, say, like a 5-year age gap or a 10-year age gap if they are truly in love?
That is a great question. I will follow up this question with a story. My very first relationship I was ever in, which, well, just to preface, it didn't work out. But the relationship I was in, me and him were 9 years apart, and I had my first relationship at 19. So he was 28, and I was 19. And now, don't get me wrong, it didn't work out, but we were very much in love for the very first couple years. You know, it just didn't work out. I feel like it just depends. It depends on the person. It depends on the relationship. If the person who is the younger of the two is mature enough to be with that older person, and if that older person is young enough mentally to keep up with the younger person, I don't see any problem. I don't see any problem with it.
Okay.
I think, people say age is just a number, right? I think it's all relative. I know from my personal experience, I would never do that again, and the largest age gap I would date would probably be 2 to 3 years. Just because I found as I get older, like especially when I was 25, the idea of dating like a 19 or a 20-year-old was like, hell no. Like I wanted nothing to do with that situation. So I think it depends on what people want, like if people are just looking to smash, like it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but in regards to relationship, also it just depends. It just depends. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think people should shy away from an opportunity if you really like somebody, but just know that you're going to be judged by other people. You're going to be judged by that person's family, or your family's going to judge them, and you're going to have some struggles. You're going to have some strife. So that's something to consider, but it doesn't mean you should shy away from it. What do you think, Coco?
I'm Era.
I know, but you can still give an opinion if you have one.
I mean, I guess it just kind of like depends. Like, a lot of people will obviously judge, especially if the person's like 18. And the other person is like 25 or something like that. People, or like 28. People are gonna look at you funny, and technically it's not illegal, but also you gotta realize that like people judge.
Oh, by the way, just so everyone understands in chat, we're talking about everybody who is of the age of consent. No grooming or anything like that. We are just talking, I met so and so off of Tinder, and that's that. That kind of a situation.
Like if I'm 19, and if I just started randomly dating somebody who's like 28, people are gonna like message me asking me like if I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a wonderful question. That's such an interesting thing, because I've had all different kinds of relationships, so
Yeah,
I can have I have a perspective on that, where I mean, I know for me, when I was in my relationship, the age gap didn't seem as large as it really was.
Yeah, like I know from experience, like I think the largest age gap, like I guess in like consenting relationships that I had with partners was probably at most 4 years. Current relationship, that's the age gap. It's but again, like I don't, granted the funny saying of age is just a number, but the thing is, like,
people typically say that as like a joke.
Yeah, some people
I
can
agree.
say it like a joke. Yeah.
I think for me personally, just growing up, and for just so everyone has a context here, I was 19 10 years ago. So I'm 29 now, and for me, knowing where I am in my life as like a 29-year-old, I could never imagine dating a 19-year-old now. I couldn't do it. No way.
Why is that, huh? You got a problem with me?
Coco, I want to.
Are we gonna start drama right fucking now?
Oh
Are you
my
serious?
God,
Like
the
we're doing,
drama.
we are in
Are
a
we
fucking,
breaking-
we're doing a fucking collab.
Are we
right now,
breaking?
and
Are
you're
we
just
breaking
bringing
up?
shit like
Are we
that?
breaking up right
Oh my
now?
god, this is a public breakup, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. World star.
So, I just feel like knowing the place mentally that I was at when I was 19 versus where I am now, no way. No way. I feel like I've grown so much as a person from that time that really, like, that 10 years that it has taken me to grow up, I'm like two different people, you know? And I feel like if you're not ready, like, especially if you're in a gap as large as I was in, like 9 years, like, if our relationship was to work out, I would be a completely different person than the person that my partner had fell in love with when I was 19. You know, so there's that too. Especially when you're going through your early 20s, like, you grow up and you change so much. It's almost like second puberty. It really is. It really is. So,
Yeah. I also have another question, and I like deep, like, thought-provoking questions. So this is for when you're in an established relationship, and say, you know, people that are, you know, like, say family members or like people that you see as family don't really, you know, when you're serious about somebody and you introduce them to, like, your family, and your family is not very approving of them for just the small reasons. How does one go about that? Like, no, how does one go with, like, coping with that issue? Does, like, is it, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is it okay to love somebody your parents don't?
absolutely. Another story time with Val. I was in a relationship with a man who, their family did not like me because of the way I looked, because of the fact that I wasn't like a supermodel, and because I'm Puerto Rican. I have a fat ass. Because I didn't look like a stick. Because I didn't have a college education and I wasn't making a lot of money.
Look at them.
Yeah. So that was a very difficult time as being on the receiving end of that. It's hard because it's more so like me seeing, like, I'm not the kind of person who's gonna try to please people. If I can't make somebody like me, they're not gonna like me, right? You either like me or you don't like me. End of discussion. And it's hard to see your partner going through the fact that like, their parents don't like you and how much it hurts them. So I guess all you can do as the receiving end of it is be there and be as supportive as you can for your partner and try not to fuel the flame. Like, it sucks. It sucks, right? Being disliked for such shallow reasons, right? But it was always my goal and my job to make sure that in that relationship the fire was not fueled by their hate or their misunderstanding of who I was as a person. So there's really not much you can do. All you can really do, there is a happiness side to that story, by the way. So after a while, my partner at the time, I kept coming over to their family's house and kept meeting their family. And over time, little by little, they started warming up to me. They realized that, oh yeah, I wasn't like a money grubbing, like, person. Like, I am a nice person, despite what they might have initially judged me based on my looks or XYZ reason, right? So all you can do is just a little bit at a time, and that should help. All you can really do is have your partner show that the parents that don't like them how much they actually care about you. And if they still are not on the same page after that, then it's one of those things that's unfortunately like where it's, well, I'm unfortunately going to pick my partner over you guys right now because there's not much I can do. Because if they hate your partner for no real reason, that's not okay. Not okay. Let's see what the chat says. Let's see if I can catch up with them. There's a YouTube video saying boys should start school a year later so they can mature alongside girls better academically. That's actually interesting. There are both sides. One, they believe they are awful people, and the other partner doesn't fit their ideal image. Exactly. So fuck the parents into submission. Not necessarily, but it's that old saying that people always say, you know, kill them with kindness, you know? And if that's still not enough, then there's nothing you can do. And at that point, it's just like disassociating yourself from your family more and more until they get the message that, hey, I don't like your behavior. What do you think, Coco?
I don't have anything for that because I've never had that issue before because I've been in a relationship. I've been in plenty of relationships before, but I've never had a problem like that.
Yeah.
Sadly, I've been in relationships. It's disgusting, I know, but
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Hund. The disgusting hund.
Yeah, the hund.
The hund. Yeah. One last question. And this is so okay. If you're in an established relationship with a partner and you are, I guess the term, head over heels, if there is one thing that specifically like irks you about them, do you make a big deal about it, or do you just brush it under the rug?
It depends. So if they are kind to you, if they are good to you, if they treat you with respect like you deserve, if they treat you like you're their entire world, and there's like one thing that irks you and it's really not that big of a deal, just let it go. But if it's something that irks you, just talk to them about it. Because if you can't have that open line of communication with the person that you love, then it's not going to be a relationship that lasts. Because you cannot hide things from your partner like that. Because if it's something that is like a habit, they're not going to give it up, or they're not going to stop doing it until you say that it bothers you. And you don't want to be like 3 or 4, 5, 6, 10 years down the line, and they do that one habit one more time, and that causes you to freak out on them, and then like be like, I'm done with this whole relationship over their stupid little habit, you know?
Yeah. That's all I got for now, my sweeties.
Alrighty, well, let me shout you out again.
Yeah, my wife. My wives. Coco.
Coco is a wife now too.
You're a wife. You're an honor. Do you want to be an honorary wife? You get all the strawberries you want.
You're supposed to say yippee.
I like cock too much. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You can be a wife with the fat cock.
I got too much dick, bro.
I got too much dick, bro.
It's okay. Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you so much, Serenity, and I hope you have a
very,
very, very fantastic Valentine's Day.
I'm twitching from the main dress now.
Bye-bye.
Who is coming?
What?
What? Who is coming?
Nobody's coming.
Who's next?
We're gonna do another anonymous question.
Okay.
Another anonymous question. It's my beautiful baby on the VC. Osmodius, you just missed her. You just missed the beautiful Serenity.
I just ate her. She's dead now.
Okay, this question is from Anonymous. Have you ever tried anal? What do you think, Chad? Have I? I have, but not like full penis inside of my ass. I only have tried it once, and it was on accident. He was giving vaginal stimulation to me with his fingers, because we're using medical terms. And he accidentally went into my anus instead of my vagina hole. And yeah, it was weird, and I felt like I had to poop. Yeah. Now the question is will I try it? Probably. At some point. At some point.
Why is this question?
No, I don't think Val has. She's too much Gojo inside of her. Toot toot. What about you, Coco? Have you ever tried anal?
Man, what do you think? I don't know.
It's a mystery we'll never have an answer for.
I don't know. It's like it's a hard question to ask because like obviously yes, I have plenty of times, indeed. I have many toys, and also I know a few people IRL that I've done it with. But like what was the question again?
Have you ever tried anal?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. I didn't know if I had to go any further into it.
I mean, you can go and explain as much or as little as you would like.
Well, like, Val, I think we talked about this before, but you gotta like train yourself for it.
Oh, don't worry. But that's the next question, Coco. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, Chad, if you have anything you would like to ask, you can either do it in the chat openly, or you can ask questions anonymously now at mycuriouscat.live/validity_xp, and I will read them and answer them. This question here says, do you think I should expertly clean my ass, or just follow the internet tips of wash but don't expertly clean? I'm gonna leave this one to you, Coco.
So, typically, it's more about like diet when it comes to things like that. I mean, you just need to make sure you eat well. And also, yes, cleaning is definitely also something you should do. A bidet is a bidet is a great idea.
Can you go into like kind of more detail? Like what would be like a good
I don't want to. You really don't.
Like what would be a good diet and or like cleaning like situation like leading up to anal play?
Okay, well, definitely don't eat any fast food ever. Like you're fucked if you eat any fast food. Like you're fucked for like an entire week, basically. It's really bad. You should not do that. Typically, you gotta be kind of like, I guess like keto. Just not really fatty. Just don't eat fatty stuff.
Oh, we have a
For me, it is.
We have a disagreement here in the chat from Tori.
Actually not true. What do you mean it's not true?
Okay, so eating clean helps, right? And then what else could people do like up to like leading up to that experience to help like clean themselves out, you know, per se?
Okay, well, yeah, Tori, I was saying that
not ever,
like,
just
it's an exaggeration, okay? I just get fucked up for a long time when that comes to that. I thought you're like disagreeing with what I said. But yeah, just eat veggies and stuff like that.
okay. Now, can you go on to like the cleaning process? I want to know. I'm curious.
I don't want to get into that.
That's perfectly fine.
I genuinely don't.
That is perfectly fine, Coco. Just don't eat fast
People
food
have
in
but most, but like a lot of people have different methods of like cleaning themselves there. Like actually, like there's different ways that you can do it. You could do it the.
Go ahead, Coco.
I was watching a video and it's like some YouTuber. What he does, he said it as a joke, but he gets like a phallic toy, and then he like puts soap on it and just rides it.
But that's a joke. That's a joke.
Don't do that.
Oh, Roxas, you want a Vespa to invade your ear holes? Okay, she do this.
Yeah, do what Tori says. That's basically what it is.
General hygiene is all you need. Yes, in Italy, general hygiene is going out to the bath once a week and we scrub really good. That's what our general hygiene is. And not everybody, just me, just Vespa. Just Vespa. Let's see. Do you want to take another question? Or do we want to get to another guest on the phone? Coco.
Let's get another guess.
You want another guest on the phone? Okay.
That's funny.
I believe we have another guest on the line. Here we go. You're on the air with Validity XP.
And King Coco VT.
And this is the Wolf Maid Hotline.
Meow.
Hello, welcome to the Wolf Maid Hotline. What do you desire?
Hey, what up? I mean, Charlie, Charles.
Oh, you're Charles. Welcome in,
Yeah.
Charles.
Oh, hello.
Now, what do you desire? How can I answer your question?
I want to know how girthy is too girthy.
How
I'm like,
girthy?
really talking about like fucking the king of dildos, you know, just the mega ass whale of dildos. Is like, what's too girthy?
I would say that's too girthy. You know, listen, ladies,
Yeah, let's get right into it.
ladies,
Bust
gentlemen.
this peg right open.
Everybody wants a tight hole. So shoving stuff up there that's gonna expand you and ruin you, it's gonna ruin it for others. Just keep that in mind.
What if they're into that?
What if they're into that?
What if they really just want some like ass blasting action?
Listen, if that's what they want, that's perfectly fine. However, I think a lot of those dildos are way too girthy. I know for me, personally, I can't take that much.
All right.
What do
Well,
you
at the end
think?
of the day, it is what it is.
What do you think, Coco? What can you take up your ass?
I mean, I got a dragon dildo. And that's decently sized. That's probably the most though I can actually probably take.
And what's the circumference? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yeah.
I don't
Tell us
know.
how wide your ass is.
Okay, you know what? Hold on. Do you want me to look? I can look at the fucking thing I got.
Yeah, that would be
No,
great.
no, no.
That'd
I'm
be
not a
great.
rocket scientist, but I am a scientist. Okay, I want you to get a tape measure and measure for me. I need the radius.
The radius of your
My
hole.
friend did that one time. I remember him doing
Really,
that.
really. Can you afford me his info?
He sure. Dry uncritical.
Who's that? I'm Charlie. I mean, not Charlie. I'm Charles.
This is Charles.
Yeah.
Dry uncritical.
Helms blew it.
Crazy, I love you too.
Yeah, my friend's name is Alterm, and he just like.
Are you
okay,
really
I'm
just
gonna-
outing your friend like that, huh?
Yeah,
I'm-
jeez.
I'm gonna... No, you know why I said that? Because he does not care. In
Oh,
fact, he would
okay.
probably tell you everything.
Okay, so this is like
that's
an
why I
a-
said
this is
his
like an
name.
ASO situation. Got it.
Yeah, he says everything.
Real
about
bro
himself.
moment.
If you ask him to like, can you just send me a picture like of your bare ass right now? He would do it.
Wow, what a great friend. I love that.
Gotta say, Coco, you might be my arch nemesis. If we meet again this time, I have an erection.
Why am I somebody's
Yep.
arch nemesis?
And Val, I wasn't looking at your titties, but you may have been looking at mine.
Always. I look at everyone's titties equally.
And I'm sorry, Val, but Coco definitely wants to do jello shots off my nipples. You can call me the Wiener Warrior. No, the Pepsi Man. And the sidewalk until you're ready for the big leagues, kid.
You know, we had a Wiener Warrior here a little while ago.
Oh, he's gone. Just like that, he disconnected. Oh,
Spot on about Coco. What
This
the
is
fuck
a,
this?
um,
I'm giving people boners now.
this is a. Oh, yes, you do. Mine's popped right now, baby.
Yeah, I can see it under the desk. It's kind of scary
Yeah.
how massive it is.
There it is.
Is that like 20 feet?
Yeah. Everybody, this is going to be a good opportunity for you to take a restroom break or go get your favorite snacky wacky. And by snacky wacky, I mean me. And go grab yourself something to drink. And come back soon. I'm going to be on break. I'm going to have to use the restroom. So I hope that you get your snacky wackies. And
Does
I'll
anyone
see
want to come
you
and hold my
guys.
hand while I go pee?
I'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
I don't want to be alone while I go pee. Could somebody like come with me? I don't think Val wants to. I don't think Val wants to hold my hand while I pee. I need to bring a bathroom buddy with me. That's what the boss said, so... After last time, I can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna go pee. Yeah, I'm not gonna entertain your chat.
Oh, and by the way, everybody, please make sure that you answer those questions. Ask all of those dirty little questions in my Curious Cat while I'm gone. I'm gonna be doing more of those after I get back. I'll see you soon. You're on the air with Validity XP,
And King Coco VT.
and this is the Wolf Maid Hotline. You're on the air with Validity XP,
And King Coco VT.
and this is the Wolf Maid Hotline. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope everyone had a good breaky wakey. We're waiting on Coco.
No, you're not.
Just kidding. Coco's been here the whole time.
I'm eating this sandwich.
What kind of sandwich?
Big meaty sandwich.
Oh,
Because I'm 5'3" and gay.
how meaty.
Just because I'm 5'3" and gay doesn't mean I don't like a big meaty sandwich.
I do enjoy meat.
Hashtag bottomless appetite.
Welcome in, everybody. I hope you left your depraved little questions in my Curious Cat. Let's answer one, shall we? Let's see what we got. This is a great question. I can't wait to answer that one later. Hi, Val and Coco. I'm a fellow streamer. I have viewers in my Discord who can be rather promiscuous.
Oh no.
Oh, give me one quick second, darlings. Give me 1 second. I'm not gonna say exactly what this person quoted, but let's just say it was something provocative. In regards to what other Valentine's things we should make, I'm not sure how to reply to this other than AO. This is interesting. Well, first, as a streamer, I will say, your community is your community. You are the one in charge of everyone in your community. Therefore, if there is some unsavory things being said, it is up to you to decide how you're going to address that. Now, we can go about a couple of different ways. You could give them a break. You could say, hey, I don't enjoy your behavior. I would appreciate if we kept this part of our Discord server more professional. Easy peasy. You can also give them a warning. Either way, you are in charge of your server. It is your rules, and don't let anybody ever make you feel uncomfortable there. What do you think, Coco?
Depends on what the person did, because I don't know.
They just said something.
I think you might want to send it to me.
Yeah, I will. Just don't say it out loud. Let's see. Go. There you are. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you.
So they didn't say that. That's somebody in their server said that?
To them.
Yeah, I would definitely warn them and say that that's like, maybe you should not. Because that's a little bit too much of a boundary.
That's not funny anymore. You know, I'm all for sexy, funny humor, but there is a line. And when the line is crossed, it is your job as the head of the community to say something, and especially if it makes you feel uncomfortable, to address that. Again, don't let anybody ever make you feel uncomfortable, especially when it's your community. Let's see here. Let's do... We should have another guest. Yes, I do believe there is one on the line. Let's go and grab him and drag him down. Does seem to be a little bit of a error here. It seems that there might be some... Maybe they went into a tunnel. Let me try to reconnect. Let me try one more time. Ah, yes. There he is. You're on the air with Validity XP.
And King Coco VT.
And this is the Wolfmate Hotline. Welcome in.
Good evening. Hi, how you doing tonight?
We're doing fantastic, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic myself. A little
Good.
bit sleepy, but that's just because it's me.
That's okay. So, Mike, what do you desire for us to answer?
Oh, you already answered a couple of my questions during Curious Cat, but I thought of a little bit more offline,
Okay.
and it's a bit of a last minute question.
Okay.
So, what are your opinions on arranged marriages? I hear, like, on most cases, couples are actually having a successful marriage of staying in that decision rather than declining or in a divorce with the, arranged partners.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, an arranged marriage, just like any other marriage, is a partnership. I know a lot of... It's not common nowadays, obviously, but it does happen due to religious beliefs or cultural beliefs or things like that. I think arranged marriages are fine as long as everyone is happy and, and nobody's being disrespected. There's nothing unsavory happening. As long as everything is fine, I think an arranged marriage can work just as well as any other marriage can, or it can have just as many problems, I feel like if I had my way, I would not want an arranged marriage, not in a million years. But for those that are in arranged marriages now, or engaged or arranged engagements, there is a comforting thing knowing that you don't have to worry about who your partner is going to be. That's one thing that you don't have to worry about. That's one thing off your list. You don't have to worry about that. But, I think the biggest thing is, at least what I was told from somebody who I know was going to be put into an arranged marriage, a friend of mine, they date beforehand, so it's not like, okay, arranged marriage and then they're getting married in a month, right? At least from their cultural standpoint. So at least in their arranged marriage situation, they actually get to date. They actually get to go through the motions of being an engaged couple, before marriage, to make sure. I think it would be a lot more difficult if you just go straight, like, hey, you're getting married to this person in 30 days. I feel like that would be more difficult, but a marriage is a marriage. As long as everyone's happy, there's no reason that it can't work.
Mm-hmm. And what are your thoughts on this, Coco?
I've actually been I was actually friends with somebody who was like almost basically forced into an arranged marriage thing. So for me, I have kind of like a negative opinion about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see firsthand like how people get manipulated and stuff like that into things like that. because that does happen still, and people do that. Like family members just kind of like dropping some random like person on somebody, saying like you have to marry this person and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It can be negative or positive, you know. It just depends on the person and the culture and all that kind of stuff. Just like any other relationship. Not every relationship ends in marriage, you know. Some relationships end badly. So it's just
And a cultural standpoint, like the whole arranged marriage thing, why many people don't leave is probably not because of any like. It's because it's a cultural thing. Like if you just like if a girl leaves their partner, they're gonna be
shunned.
Like it's shunned, like in cultures like that. So that's probably why they don't leave, or that's probably why there's not many divorces in that situation.
Right. Yeah.
And if there is, it's usually from the guy.
Mm-hmm. It's just, you know, it's just another type of love. You know, some work out, some don't, and you know, like I said, as long as everyone's happy in the relationship, it should be fine.
Okay. All right. I feel comfortable with that question. With those answers. It's interesting because like all these cultures have different ways of having in relationships. When you take a look at what U.S. relationships compared to, let's say, India, yeah, you would see like a very big difference on how arranged marriages or even a typical relationship it is, and culture shocks as well too, of how people would actually treat each other on either sides of the relationship. So, yeah, it's very interesting. And my second question is, there are only about 10% of really good-looking men who are able to use like dating apps or such, like Tinder or Grindr, to find like these women that met their expectation. What about the other 90% of men, like the average-looking Joes?
So I guess what I'm curious is are you asking how do women have lower expectations?
Yeah.
I think it's both. I think it's two-sided. I don't think it's one or the other. Okay? Now, let's take one type of person, right? He's an average-looking Joe, right? Makes an average wage, let's say flipping burgers at McDonald's, right? And, you know, which is a living, right? It's completely fine, completely normal way to live, right? And a job. Again, average looking guy, but he's trying to get Rihanna level girls to talk to him. That might, I'm not saying you can't shoot for the stars, right? But I feel like a lot of people have higher expectations, and this is for both sides, than they should for people. There's lots of people who might be not exactly what they were looking for, but still be wonderful people and wonderful partners, but just get written off just because of the way they look. And this goes for women and men equally.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
My expectations are pretty low. Well, I mean, that's good. But are they really? You know what I'm saying? Are they low? Or, you know, is that girl that, you know, really isn't your type, if she was to swipe right on her, or if you swipe right on you, would you just swipe left on her? Just because.
I see. Yeah. This is also a follow-up question. It's like, for like anyone, like if you're average but you want to like get this hot girl, what are you going to put on the table to provide for that relationship to actually happen for both sides?
Well, that's the thing is like, I don't think you should expect to find somebody that's extremely attractive. I think that's incredibly selfish and just not realistic, right? Because beauty is found in so many different ways than just like a good body or a good face, right? Beauty can be found in the love of a hobby or somebody who's super smart and is able to talk about the things that they enjoy, or just kindness in general can be beautiful. So it's hard to it's hard to convey that type of beauty through an app like Tinder. I just feel like women and men need to lower their expectations of people to a realistic standard, because there's tons of people out there, and I'm not just like saying stuff out of my ass. Like, every single person, because I did online dating for a very, very long time, right? And I tried everything. I did Tinder, I did Plenty of Fish, I did eHarmony at one point, and I talked to every single man that swiped right on me. Every single man. The problem I feel like is a lot of men, or just people, we can just take this to women and men, who have never dated before, or maybe more introverted, might not know how to have these conversations, and that's why people either ghost, or people who either just don't reply or stop replying, because nobody wants to talk to somebody when their opening line is, "Hey." That's like the most boring thing that you could do. You know?
I feel like I'm attacked by that, but it's also true.
Yup.
Yep.
Yep. But it's the truth. You know, if you really want to impress somebody or have a better chance at talking to that person, find something on their profile about them that you like, right? Like, for example, you notice one of their pictures, they have a t-shirt from that is from a concert, from a Foo Fighters concert. Your opening statement to them saying, "Hey, I see you really like the Foo Fighters too." That's a better opening statement than "Hey." And you're more likely to get a response from somebody than just saying "Hey." Most of the time when I just saw "Hey" from people, I was very like cautious and very nervous about talking to them.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I feel that too. Whenever somebody just says "Hey" to me, like you did this to me before, Val, where you just said "Hey," and I was like, just randomly,
what did I do?
I was like, "What the fuck? What do you mean, hey?" Like, it was at the middle of the night. Like, it was at like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I was like, "Why are you just saying hey?" That sounds that did somebody die or something? Like, who died?
Yeah. So see, there you go. There's a perfect example. See, it makes people worried when you just say "Hey." So you know that helps to improve your chances, and don't just like be on there without a game plan. You know, like if you genuinely want to find somebody, you have to learn how to talk to people. That's number one. Because the thing is when you're talking to people on these apps, right?
I have a suggestion about that.
You have to learn how to communicate, right? Before go ahead with your suggestion. Go ahead.
I would definitely probably suggest playing VR chat if you want to learn how to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
It helps a lot.
Absolutely. That can help you get over your fear of talking to people, especially when you go into random lobbies. But let's see what Tori has to say. Let's catch up with the chat here. Set your profile to homosexual, looking for the same sex. Start left. Swipe left, then right 50% no matter what. Leave it there for 2 weeks straight, then change it back to normal. Start swiping left and then right no matter what. You will have more legs guaranteed. Well, there you go. There's a hack. Well, you'll
Yeah,
have,
become gay for a moment.
but but that's the thing though, is you'll have more likes, but that doesn't necessarily mean you'll have more interactions or more replies, right? I had good success just saying their name with an exclamation mark in the first message. Yeah, see, I mean, that's at least more interesting, right? What about howdy?
Say me. Just open up with a meow.
No, Merciless, I would say no, because that's the same as hey. Anything that is just hey, what's up? How are you? Is so boring.
Howdy's a little bit better, but like, well,
It's
it doesn't
so
make you
boring.
anxious.
It doesn't
But
make
it's
you
boring,
anxious,
yeah.
no, but it is boring. And it's, again, if you want to really have better luck at an opening line, find something on their profile that you genuinely like. And if you can't, then why did you swipe right on them anyway? Because they look good? That's the problem. When I used Tinder, the likes were always the first thing I look at. What's that? It's been a while since I used Tinder.
I never even used like any of those dating apps.
Just be
I've
bi.
never even used
You
Tinder.
double the
Yeah, just be
options.
bi, dude.
Yeah, just be bi.
Just be bi.
And the problem is with my type of line of work, there's barely any female workers.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
even then, it's hard to tell what sexual orientation they are. You know?
well, because they starting to open up with that, so like anyone can just join in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they're slowly starting to open it up, and it's more of a man based career than anything else. Like it's always has been, and it's hard to have like a open gender, you know,
Mhm.
careers to actually get accepted like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But
So
yeah, and going back to expectations and stuff, I think just both sides of the coin here need to lower expectations of people. One of my partners, who I found, I messaged them first, and I was very apprehensive about doing so. But they were somebody who is not usually my type, somebody I usually wouldn't go for, and I took a chance on them. You know, I took a chance, and it worked. You know, it at the time it worked out. So I think sometimes too, the best thing you can do is work on yourself and just don't worry about Tinder or dating apps. Or you could do it casually, but don't like invest hours of your life every day into it. You know.
yeah, and I'm starting to
You're
invest
just gonna
my
make
life
yourself
into Twitter
depressed
and
if you do it all the
TikTok, and
time.
I don't even do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll
If
be
you're
very-
constantly looking at how other people look better or whatever, you're just gonna get depressed.
Yeah, for sure. And again, really evaluate what kind of people you're looking at. Are you swiping right because they had something in their profile that you enjoyed besides their face? Just
Or
saying.
you're swiping right because you have something in common. You actually have a common ground to
Right,
work with.
right. Well, that's another thing, is actually fill out your fucking profile. That goes for both sides.
Yeah.
That goes with everything.
Yeah.
That goes to fill out your profile.
Just fill out
Like
your
Twitter-
fucking profile. Jesus
Twitter, like
Christ.
people do that. People just like have like nothing on their profile.
Mm-hmm.
Like on Twitter, the VR chat especially.
Also, can I get a shout out for Win? How are you doing, my love? Happy
got you.
Valentine's Day. Hold your hand. Points fingers together. Looks at you with big eyes.
Why is everyone doing the whole hand thing? That's my thing.
I'm
no,
already
yours is just holding leeches.
holding leash.
No, I've always been the hold hand person. How
Yeah, but
dare
it's
you
more
now.
hold leeches.
Aw, I love
I
you
don't
too,
hold
Win.
My leeches are not handlebars.
No, they're just flesh tubes.
They're not fleshlights either.
I didn't say fleshlights. I said flesh
That's basically
tubes.
what you said. What
No,
else
I
was it
didn't.
supposed to mean?
Nah, it's just like wiggly. That's all.
Mike, did you have any other questions for us?
I have one more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
What are your thoughts on men who grew up on how to treat a woman, but never have any expectations of what a woman wants or needs from you?
Well, I think that's very interesting. So we're talking about somebody who is taught how to be a gentleman, right? But doesn't know what to do. I think the only thing you can do is be yourself, right? Your partner
Always.
should let you know if something they don't like if they don't like something or if something bothers them. They should open that communication with you. And if they don't, then that's not somebody you want to be in a relationship with. Because if they can't talk to you about shit like that, then there's no point. There is no point. But all you can do is be how you were raised to be, right? A gentleman first, and then go from there. Because a woman will tell you what she wants eventually.
Yeah, it just starts off with like so many hints, but as a guy myself, like I don't do well with hints of any form or type.
Yeah,
I just want to be direct
that's
with
a
what
chick
you want.
thing. That's a chick thing in general. Being kind of cryptic. We kind of
I mean, I do that too.
we expect
it's just
men
like
we
like
expect
anything
men to
feminine does
figure
that.
it out, you know? But it's really funny. Even I do it myself. And I try not to. I try to be upfront and honest. That's why it's so interesting, like being with a person who is very direct and very
what
ex-
sucks now?
that's what I
Okay.
mean. Explicit with what they want, because I don't have to guess, and then I can tell them yay or nay. You know, I can say yes or no, right? So he can be like, you know, if I'm looking like I maybe want to kiss, right? Being with somebody who's direct and being like, do you want me to kiss you? Is the biggest thing you can do, because that gives a girl a choice whether or not she wants you to do what you're about to do. And if she says no, then she says no, you know? Then you know where you stand. But being as direct as you can with a female is probably the best thing you could do.
Right. It's not like for me, I don't want to play any mind games or playing Battleship with any females with what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Just be upfront.
Well, that's the thing, is I think a lot of women don't know what they want, and they're hoping that you can check all those boxes. So that's just kind of playing the field, if you will, right? But if she was serious about you specifically, she will let you know that she wants that dick. You know? You know what I'm saying? If she wants to sit on your dick, she will let you know.
Or
Otherwise,
just literally sit on your dick.
yeah. Otherwise, you're kind of in this limbo of she's trying to like suss you out and like figure you out as a person. But being as direct as you can certainly helps, right? Because if you are being cryptic too, because to women, men are also cryptic, right?
I'm not being cryptic at all. I'm just simple.
I know, but sometimes making it as simple as, do you want to go out with me?
Yes.
But you know, just being as direct as that. Do you want to go on a date with me? That will help clear up so many things. Instead of this, oh, does she like me? I don't know if she likes me. Just ask her out. Just ask her out.
Wolf, shut the fuck up.
Be erect. Alright, let me check the thing. Let's catch up with the chat. Communication is very important in a relationship. A lot of people don't follow that rule. Absolutely. Communication is the biggest freaking thing. Even if it isn't verbal, yes. Hints are hard. Hints are hard as if they weren't hints. You are the problem for looking deep into it. Hints are hard as if they weren't hints. You're the problem for looking deep into it.
my
so many
follow-up
signals
question
that aren't
is like
verbal.
I tend to overthink a lot of things. Like I like how do you deal with that if you're trying to find like a person that's really into you or not?
Like going through the process of being single, basically.
Pretty much.
It's hard. The only thing you can do is just work on yourself. If you're overthinking it, then that means you need to fill up your time with something other than your thoughts. Find a new hobby. Go try to work out. Eat healthier. A lot of things can affect your mental health, including not exercising, eating a shitty diet. But even just finding things as finding a new hobby can really, really, really help. Going on a walk just with yourself, going somewhere different, traveling, work on yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. That's like the biggest advice I can give to anybody is if you're single, work on yourself.
Oh yeah, you mentioned about going to the gym. It just reminded me like the gym culture of what people are doing these days really pisses me off so much.
Oh, like what girls do with their filming and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. If somebody's looking at you, like, get over yourself. Like, people stare at me all the time, either for positive or for negative things. I don't know what the fuck is going on in their head, but I'm not gonna yell at them every single time somebody looks at me, you know?
I mean, like, there's so many ways to do it. You even ask, like, the manager of the gym to, like, report about this sort of problem, but you don't really need to humiliate the person that's, like, looking at a woman who's filming herself and saying,
Absolutely.
this guy's a creep.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. A gym is supposed to be a place where you can just relieve all your stress by working out.
Listen, I'm one of those people. I love to watch people. All right.
I don't mind watching people at all either. It's just
I
like,
don't
there are
look
these
at-
types that
I don't look at
report the
people.
problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't look at people because every time I look at somebody, I want to fuck them. That is not why I look at people. I look at people because I enjoy looking at people. I love seeing men and women, all different colors, all different sizes, all different ages. I just like looking at people. And,
There's nothing wrong with people watching. It's just like people have like different contexts
Right.
of how they see you or perceive you of what you're doing.
Right. My fiance drops very subtle hints. Sometimes she just throws a condom at me. How am I supposed to know what that means? Bruh, if she throws a condom at you, that's basically her, like, sitting on your dick. She's already
Now, the question
halfway.
is-
She's halfway
That-
there.
The question is it wrapped like on a wrapper or is it like it's
Or like
full-
jelly?
If it's wrapped, that means
Yeah.
you're gonna die in 3 hours. If it's not wrapped, then you're fine.
Val watching me drink pilk. Wolf, I'll watch you drink pilk any day. But yeah, I mean, in regards to gym culture, like, there's not much you can do. It's just a fad. It'll pass. And unfortunately, you're always gonna have people who are like that. But just keep to yourself, especially when you're at the gym. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to get in, get out. You know?
Get in, do your hour of working out, and get out.
I was thinking about giving up.
Like, I saw actually a video of a girl asking out a guy or being like, hey, what's up? And he's like, I'm just trying to work. And she's like, okay. And like, she's got rejected. And I'm like, it's because people want to just do their workout, man. People just want to do their fucking workouts.
And that guy was smart enough to reject her because he's seen what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Like anytime someone is recording themselves over at the gym, it's like, nope, stay away from that shit. Just do your own thing. Even like people or like set up traps just saying help. I need some help,
Mhm.
and like no one like ever comes around to help them.
Mm-hmm,
That is a smart decision of doing, to be honest.
Absolutely. Let's see. Do you have anything else for us? You've been asking some pretty good questions, actually.
So far, it's been really thought-provoking questions,
Mhm.
even for both of you two. Like, you two have been on a successful relationship so far, and I'm just like a single guy trying to, ask questions and advice. And
I mean, here's the thing: is I might seem like I've had a lot of successful relationships, but I've also had a lot of shitty ones. So, you know, just because I had, you know, like a success doesn't mean that I necessarily didn't have a bunch of strife and a bunch of trauma and a bunch of hurt behind that, you know, to get to that point. So it's interesting, like, and I don't care how many people know. I've had 13 partners. I've had 4 boyfriends. And out of those 4 boyfriends, only one was good, you know. And then the rest were all one-night stands or people I were in sexual relationships with. You know, but there's a lot of other stuff behind each of those experiences that might not be so good. So yeah, I had one somewhat good relationship, but I had 12 stinkos to get there, you know? You know what I'm saying, Monster Mike?
Yeah, I hear you.
So yeah, just because I've been in relationships doesn't mean I feel good about that. You know, like I would have waited and gone to college and enjoyed my early 20s single and alone than I would have been with my first ex who cheated on me. I would have traded everything back for that relationship.
True.
So, you're basically just cutting out the middleman.
I'm usually the middleman.
But you're cutting out all the bullshit because, you know, hopefully by the time that you are in a relationship, the girls that you are talking to are a little bit more mature, so they won't want to play those fucking games, you know?
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Your time will come. Your
Like
time will come.
everyone's.
I have it in my heart to believe so.
You're a good guy, Mike. You're a good guy. And
I even have like my worst moments, and yeah.
You're a really good guy. You deserve to have happiness and to find somebody. And you know what? That person is going to be really, really special when you do find them. I know it. I just know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you, Coco, for answering my questions also.
Mm-hmm.
Before I leave, I would like to say is like for any of those who are experiencing like any breakups or heartbreaks, don't let those heartbreaks let you down. Think of it as like instead of heartbreaks, it's more like heart shaping.
That's right. That's right.
Let those heartbreaks be your chisel on your heart and saying what you have learned, what not to expect from other people, like if you're looking for a new relationships, but just keep an open heart.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Never give up.
Mm-hmm.
Never give up. All right, Mike. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Valentine's Day, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you. You have a good night.
Alrighty.
Meow.
Can we clone Val? Everyone want a piece of the Val Lucy? Alright. And thank you, Mike. Thank you for those lovely questions. So, let's go back to some anonymous questions. And you can ask anonymous questions right now. Go to my Curious Cat. Link is above my head. And you can type that in and ask questions anonymously. Are you ready, Coco?
Yeah.
I'm a very famous streamer, and I'm not sure how to deal with relationships in the social media environment, but have very bad luck outside of social media. Any suggestions? So,
How big are we talking?
anonymous. So I relate to this. So I myself struggle with real life relationships, but I am pretty good at handling my my social media relationships very, very well. We don't know. We don't know. It's anonymous.
Humble brag, by the way.
Yeah, humble brag.
It's like I have to be famous.
All I think you can do is try to implement those things that you do online into your real life. So, if you suck at making the first move, practice in, like Coco said, like practice in VR chat, talking to people first, and try to implement that into your daily life. You know, even if it's just the lady who does your checkout at the groceries. I mean, at the grocery store. Talk to her like you would a normal person. Just talk. You know, breaking that barrier between you and other people will help to get you to learn how to be good at like talking to people. You know, I struggle with talking to people, but I've learned to do it. I took a lot of speech classes. I took a lot of public speaking classes, and you know, it's just something that I had to learn to do, and I wouldn't trade that opportunity that I had for the world. So just kind of go slow. Try it in VR chat or online, and implement that into your daily life. Talk to your neighbor on the bus, even if they don't want to be, as long as they don't want to be disturbed anyway. You know, just find opportunities to say hi to somebody, and it'll probably make their day, if I'm being honest with you. Also, finding it's very hard to find friends outside of social media. It's kind of like dating online. Unless you work at a job IRL, you're gonna have a hard time finding friends. That's just the nature of being an adult in this day and age. What do you think, Coco?
Well, the whole friends thing, like again, just like if you're chronically like online, like most of the people are nowadays, and yeah, I would definitely play VR chat or something. Invest in your headset too. That's actually kind of like something. If you have the money, I would definitely do that. You'd be surprised at how many people. Like I've met people IRL, like in VR chat. Like I've met people who I met on VR chat and IRL. Like it's like you meet a lot of people in that game. I can't condone that game enough.
It's the most realistic thing you're gonna get to actually like going out and seeing people in real life. Wouldn't you say?
Especially if you're chronically online. Like if you're already like fine, like IRL, you're talking to a bunch of people, I wouldn't suggest it, but.
Alright, here's another question. When buying gifts for the missus, what should I focus on? I heard lingerie was for the men and that women don't want it. It depends on the woman. I like lingerie, but I'll tell you from firsthand experience, lingerie sucks to wear. It's uncomfortable. It's made to be taken off. So unless you plan on fucking your wife in it or fucking your significant other in it, don't get it for her. She's not gonna wear it all the time. She's not gonna, like, you know, walk around the house in her lingerie all day. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Again, unless you are going to fuck your wife so fucking hard in that lingerie, don't get it for her. Don't get it for her. Get her stuff she really likes. Like for me, I really like plushies. You know? I'm like an adult child. I like plushies. I like going to, for me, you don't need to get me a gift. You know what you could do that's a real gift? Take me to a nice restaurant. Buy me a nice meal. I would rather that than have an actual physical gift. That to me is more of a fun time. Or take me to a concert. Take me to an experience. Take me to the fucking zoo. You know? I would rather somebody... Oh, I get to hold my plushie!
What?
I get to hold my plushie. I get to hold Mumble. Thank you, Mike.
Fuck is Mumble?
Mumble. My penguin. Actually, Roxas got it for me. So this is a present from Roxas. I would rather go to the fucking zoo than to be given a gift. I just think experiences are far and few between. Yeah. What do you think, Coco? What should men buy for women?
Well, I like the exact same things as you do, so.
A
Like, just
broom? Wow, Wolf, get out of here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, might be that.
I just think, you know, experiences are few and far between. If you really want to make her feel special, take her somewhere special. Don't give her something special. When my grandma passed away, I have every piece of jewelry I will ever need for the rest of my life. I don't need any more jewelry. You know? Take me to a nice dinner. Alright, let's see. From Tori, it's YouTube safe. Just close it fast. Tori. Oh. I got rickrolled.
What?
Tori rickrolled me.
That's amazing.
Can I ask you anything? Absolutely. You can ask me anything. I will answer anything.
I'm here too.
What kind of lingerie are we wearing today for Valentine's Day? Okay, well, first of all, I'm not wearing a bra because fuck that. Second, I am wearing leopard panties. Leopard, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm strange. I am wearing leopard black lace panties right now. What are you wearing for Valentine's Day, Coco?
Nothing.
Nothing.
At all.
He's naked.
That's a lie. See, you're shook my shit. I got lotion on my thing.
Are you wearing lingerie for yourself or for other people? Ooh. It's first of all, wearing lingerie should always be for yourself if you want to feel sexy. But for the most part, it's for other people. The only reason I'm wearing these panties is because they stretch and they're comfortable. I usually wear these under like a dress because they're like, oh, they're so nice. But anytime that I wear lingerie though, it's for other people. It's for other people. I want someone to rip that shit off of me. What about you, Coco? Do you wear lingerie for yourself or for other people?
I don't have any lingerie.
You're a femboy. Come on, you don't have any lingerie?
No, I don't. It's expensive to buy shit like that. The only thing I have is programmer socks and arm warmers. Like, that's really it.
That's hot.
Do you count like a skirt as lingerie? I guess it would for me.
For you, yeah.
Yes, and yeah. Then yeah, I guess I have one thing of lingerie.
Coco is a programmer? Yeah, he's a fucking hacker.
It's just called programmer socks. That's what my friend calls them because all programmers wear those kind of socks.
Wanna pop a cherry boy or late 20s male? Ayo?
What?
You're asking me to pop your cherry? I'm fucking flattered. Very flattered. Depending on who you are, possibly. You never know. I'd be flattered. I'd be very flattered. But I will say I'm not the greatest. I'm just me. I'm weird and I'm awkward. So as long as that's up your alley. What about you, Coco? Do you want to pop a cherry, boy?
Probably not.
Why?
I'm a bottom.
That's your reasoning?
That's my reason. I don't know. I want to be great with like being in the one like that is like the one that's like having to like show them what to do.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is an interesting part of it. Let's see. Oh, this is the question that I really wanted to answer because I thought it was so interesting. I've never had this question ever asked in my entire life. Let me get a sippy of it for this. Coco, are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
Is a hairy ass unattractive, or just kind of deal with it, smack it, move on, and not really pay attention to it, referring to cheeks more than the bungalow? I feel like I'll answer first. Body hair is body hair. It's your choice whether or not what you do with it. I have fucked many a man with a hairy ass. At that point, when your penis is inside of my vagina, I don't care how hairy your ass is. Coco?
Like if you're like the bottom, maybe. I think so, probably, because like for me, like I shave like everything, so I've never had that problem, and I'm the one that's taking, so I never had a problem when it comes to the whole that situation.
We're just talking straight cheek, like hairy cheek.
I think it's the same thing with you. Like it doesn't really matter because I'm the one that's the bottom anyway. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like when that penis is inside of you, like at that point, like that what the hair on their ass is the last thing on your brain. And if it's not, then you need to reevaluate yourself. But in regards to somebody's body hair, their body hair is their body hair. I don't really care. All I ask is like the package be trimmed.
Baba Booey.
You know? I just want everything to just take care of yourself. But
I will say though, everyone that I have been with has shaved that portion of their body, so
Dr. Diabetes, thank you so much for the care package. Speaking of package, let me get a sippy. In a stretch. Well, that was our last anonymous question. Again, feel free. Ask as many as you'd like. I believe we have one more guest. I think they're calling in right now. You're on the air with Validity XP.
And King Coco VT.
And this is the Wolf Maid Hotline.
Hello?
Hello.
Welcome in here, Elle.
Hello, Val. Hello, Coco.
How are you doing on this wonderful Valentine's Day evening?
I'm good.
So,
Oh, my neck.
what brings you to the Wolf Maid Hotline?
Well, my first question was a little bit of a meme question where, do you guys got Riz?
Hell
Riz?
Well, Coco certainly has Riz.
I am the Rizzler, as you know.
Oh yes,
Sure,
you're right,
sure.
Tori. There is one more guest after a hero. I don't think I have any Riz. I think I'm a fucking non-Rizzler. No,
I mean-
no Riz.
Pretty sure one of those anonymous people just asked if you could pop their cherry, so
Yeah,
you never know, Val.
but that's Validity XP, not the woman behind me.
Not Vespa.
Yeah, we're not talking about Vespa.
I think
has
Vespa's got
it.
all of that. Have you seen that stash? Sheesh!
Yeah,
And that
Wilfred Wart
huge
stash.
Fuda. I think Val's got more Riz than they think.
I think I have no. Oh no. Who cares about how much of these Validity XP has? Me, Vespa.
True.
I have all the fucking of these you could ever need.
Hell yeah. I can imagine.
And like you were saying, you spawned me in. You were talking about my stash.
Of course. Of course.
I have the greatest woman stash in all of Italy.
Women's stash.
True.
Yes, the
It's-
woman's stash.
It's wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
It's so thick. You should see my bottom mustache.
Your bottom mustache?
Mm-hmm. On my second lips.
Shut
Yep.
the fuck up.
It is much better. Much better.
Stop talking
much
immediately.
much thicker
Stop talking.
and much hairier.
You
Much
could
better.
stop now. You- Please.
Anyway, apparently, Hero, you have a question, another question for us besides these.
Yeah. Well, how would you react if someone who has never had any relationship advice were to give advice on dating someone, or like, because there's some people who have a lot of experience in just a general socialization and stuff, but they know these things, but they've never actually experienced it themselves. So
yes.
how would you receive, someone who's never, like, let's say that, like, they've never even, like, touched a person of their preferred gender or whatever. Like-
Yes. Well, this is a very
Are you
interesting
calling me out or something?
predicament. So what you've had sex, so you are no longer in the running. Listen, let me take you back all the way to 2009. Okay, we're setting the mood here.
okay,
2009. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a young Validity XP enters high school and has had all the way through up high school. I had never had anybody ask me out. I had never gone on a date. I never had a boyfriend. I hadn't had nothing. But what I did have was instinct and knowledge and intuition, gut feeling, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Everybody knows that, like, I have, that was my nickname in high school. That is, like, one of the jokes I have. But my actual nickname in high school was Purell. And there's a reason for that, because when I gave advice, I was 99.9% correct. I was
Yeah.
I was never wrong. Even though I had never been in a relationship myself, every piece of advice that I offered was solid and viable. And when people didn't listen to me, what I told them what would happen actually would happen. My advice spread it was so well known throughout my high school. People started bringing me slices of pizza in exchange for my services. So
Damn. Got that grind set already.
yep, pizza, candy bars, whatever they wanted to trade for my advice. The virgin with the wisdom, exactly. I think some people talk out their ass when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think another part of it is just knowing interactions between people. Everyone's had a friend, right? Everyone's had friendships. A relationship is really no different than
Speak for yourself.
bruh. A relationship is no different than a friendship. But a relationship, you're kissing and fucking, right? That's the difference.
Yeah.
Because at the core of a relationship is a friendship between two people, right? So even if you have never been in a relationship or had sexual intercourse yourself, you can understand the dynamics of a friendship or a relationship because you understand the dynamic of friendship, right? And just from like a friendship to friendship standpoint, you can give advice even if you've never been in a relationship. I get, like I said, asterisk. A lot of people talk out their ass, and few rarely ever understand what they're talking about. But
Yeah.
there is some people out there, like me, like myself, who have a very strong intuition, who are very good at giving advice. So, I don't think you should disregard somebody just because they haven't had that experience. I think you should be cautious about their advice. Always be cautious, but don't disregard somebody. They might know something that you don't, even though they've never had that experience.
I don't think everyone does it.
What do you think, Coco?
I mean, it's just like I don't have any differing opinions.
Oh, you're pretty much the same?
Yeah, I'm like I don't know. I've never had that whole thing with like the. I've never really had to like give actual like real advice before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've tried to help people in the past and stuff like that by giving them like, telling them like what I've did during situations like that, but.
Well, that's the other thing is a lot of people assume you want help or advice. I never assumed people wanted my help. They would come to me for help. There's a difference, you know. I feel like when you put your advice on people, people don't want to hear it unless they come to
You're
you
in a
specifically.
receptive mood or something like that. Yeah.
Right. So in my case, people came to me for help. They came to me for advice. But I never would push my advice on somebody just because I thought that that's what they needed to hear. And anybody that does that, be careful with that person. Just saying.
Yeah. And also another question. I'm not sure if this is being already asked, but like, how do you think like long distance relationships could like work? Like how would you think that you personally, if you were in that situation, how would you get that to work?
Something you could do
It's hard.
that helps a lot is like make plans for meeting each other IRL. Because that helps a lot. Because it gives you guys something like to think about for the future.
If you don't make plans or you can't make plans, it makes it very hard. It makes it very difficult. I know for me personally, I don't think I could ever do a long distance relationship. I don't think it could ever work unless I knew for sure I was going to be with that person at some point, like 100% without a doubt, right? I don't think I could do it. I have specific needs, and some people might say that's selfish, but I feel like everybody's entitled to deserve to get what they want out of their relationships with people, right? And for me, this is the first time we've talked about it. My love languages are words of affirmation and physical touch. Well, if I can't have my physical touch, then I better have my words of affirmation. And if my partner is not good at communicating or keeping that relationship up via text, via phone call, via video call, via playing games, via VR chat, then that's gonna really, really hinder that relationship with me, and a lot of people are like that as well.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, Tori, you're in a situation where you don't have a choice, right? Plus, you know that you're married, and
Marriage is kind of different, like.
right.
I'm talking to like they established the thing, like at the start. It started off as long distance, rather than you met at one point, you're in a relationship, and then they either shipped out to the military or they have a job for a couple of years or something happened. Like, there's a like the entire established core of the relationship is that you've never been in the same room before.
Right.
You know?
Like, for example, you know, I considered strongly like breaking up with somebody because they were moving away for a job and they weren't the best communicator. Even when I was with them, they weren't the best communicator via text or on the phone because they flat out said, I don't like phone calls. Well, how is that going to work when you're 2,000 miles away and all we have is phone calls?
Yeah.
So, it's just hard. It's not impossible. Infidelity is another really big thing because how can you hold somebody accountable when you're not there? You know?
Yeah.
I also think it's not fair to not give somebody the choice to see other people when you're in that long distance relationship. I don't think that's fair.
I
Personally.
mean, I guess it's everyone's like different strokes, I guess.
I think putting a requirement on somebody that you can't be around is not fair to both parties.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
there was somebody who I know dated somebody and didn't call it a relationship. Like, they had dated for like a solid 6 months, right? But they never called each other boyfriend and girlfriend until they actually physically met because they didn't want to like put a label on it and tie that other person down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
That's pretty
Right.
smart.
Right now, I can't really think of any other question.
mm-hmm.
There's probably a bunch of other questions that I thought of, but I've forgotten.
That's okay.
So, thank you for having me, and happy Valentine's. Also, pics of those large fooded cocks, please, both of you, please. Thank you very much.
Oh, of course, of course.
I have a small useless cock. I'm sorry.
Nah, that'll do. Just pics. That's all.
And everyone, please go follow Hero as well. That would be fantastic. And Hero, thank you for visiting the Wolfmaid Hotline. I hope you come give us a call sometime soon.
Anytime, anytime.
All right, you have a wonderful rest of your Valentine's Day and have a great night, okay?
Okay, you too. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Meow. Oh, there's a surprise guest calling. Another surprise guest, someone who I don't have pre-screened.
Oh.
You're on the air with Validity XP.
And King Coco VT.
What?
And this is the Wolfmaid Hotline. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
You're breaking up.
You're breaking up here. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you now. Yeah, I think you were in a tunnel.
Okay.
You must have been driving in through a tunnel or something.
Is it better now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
What's going on?
Hello.
Well, some people were talking about sexual insecurity, and I really connected with that. Like, it just clicked with me, and I think I have a really unique insight to help with some people.
Mm-hmm. I would love to hear your insight.
Okay, but I can only express it through song.
Okay.
Okay.
Hero, had a great time.
Let me get this going.
You're awesome. Love you. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Hero. And Monster Mike, thank you for the hydrate. I see it.
Wait, what's happening?
Might want to pause your background music.
This stranger is going to give us a song.
Oh
How unexpected.
Oh. Me being a little Dicky the Great, right? This is off the top of my head the best I can, so please work with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. Little Dicky. Validity. Coco! I'm Lil Dicky, and my sexual insecurity makes me feel like my manhood is a damn impurity. I'm not packing heat, more like a little BB gun, but I'll still might try my best until the night is done. I try to make up for it in other ways with my words in my heart, but when it comes down to it, I still feel torn apart. It's hard to feel like a man when you don't fit the mold, but I know I'm more than just what I can hold. I got sexual insecurity, it's a heavy load, but I won't let it stop me. Gotta put on a show. I'll do whatever it takes to make her feel good. Even if it uses your tongue, then I probably should. I know I'm not the most romantic guy, but I'll try my best to make her feel special and forget the rest. Got her booty bouncing like a Taco Bell chime, smacking my ass so hard she thinks it's dinner time.
Happening?
Here's to Valentine's Day and all the love it brings. I'll try to be the best I can and not care about the bling. And if she loves me back, then that's all that matters. Even if my gift is just a card signed with a bunch of splatters. Valentine's Day, it's a tricky thing. Gotta come up with something that makes her sing. I'll put my heart into it and hope she sees that I love her more than anything, even cheese. Lil Dicky, y'all. Peace.
There he goes. Lil Dicky was here, guys. What a surprise guest. The Lil Dicky was
The
on.
actual real Lil Dicky was here.
The Lil Dicky was actually here, guys. How
A real Lil Dicky was here.
how wonderful.
I've never
how
heard that
wonderful.
song. Is that part of his new, a part of his new album?
Yeah, I mean, my name was in there. That seemed real, like, real important. That never heard that before. It was a freestyle. Oh shit!
It was
Oh,
a
man.
freestyle?
Someone record it quick.
Yeah, that was banger as fuck, dude. Yeah, someone record that and put it on YouTube.
Bilbo, happy Valentine's Day! Thank you for the 100 biddies. How are you, my friend? I hope you're having a fantastic day. So we have a little
Dance
bit
break.
of time left. I have. It looks like one question left, and it says, "This is not a question. Get in the jar." Oh, where's the
It's
fucking
your
jar?
time, Val.
Where's the jar? Where's the
No,
jar?
Val, this is a threat. It's not a thing you want.
Where's the jar?
No, no, I don't
Gotta
wanna
go,
be in the
Val.
jar.
Coco, thanks for the stream. Take care of you both. Okay, Bancha, have a good one. Have a good night, Professor Asaban. Ah, Shin. Well, everybody, unless we have some late, what's the word? Unless
Are
we
we-
have
are we free?
some late questions, you know, that might be it for Wolfmeat Hotline.
Are we free?
Hold on, I'm trying to see.
Hmm?
Oh, I see. Oh, I thought Ringo was streaming, but she's on somebody else's stream.
Oh, I see.
Did I hear Val's butt spank that freestyle? Yeah. That was my my Taco Bell ass. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows
Yeah,
that.
what the fuck was the Taco Bell sound effect?
I don't know. That was something.
I was horrifying.
Let's
I never
see.
knew Lil Dicky can spit like that.
Yeah, that was great. Again, everybody, last chance. This is your final warning, everybody. And I will answer anything that you put in my Curious Cat, and it's anonymous too. So we'll wait like 5 minutes, and if we get nothing, then we'll go ahead and end. And by the way, I hope everyone's having a fantastic Valentine's Day, because you're on the air with Validity XP.
And King Coco VT.
And this is the
Because-
Wolfmate Hotline. That's right. I'm gonna always have this audio of us, Coco.
No.
I'm gonna keep it on here forever. Wolfmate Hotline. Are you struggling? Are you okay?
Stretching.
Oh, You sounded like you were struggling.
With what?
Living.
I am always. In fact.
Did anybody do anything fun or exciting today?
Didn't you do something fun?
I went to Applebee's.
What happened to Longhorn?
And it was shit.
Hey, it's the thought that counts.
It was fantastically awesome. It was so awesome. Coco. So I ordered mozzarella sticks. And guess what? I bit into those suckers and they were still frozen on the inside.
So you had really yummy food.
Mhm. It was delicious.
Oh, yeah. I bet it was. When you bite into that hard piece of mozzarella.
And cold. It was so cold.
The little chunk of mozzarella.
It was a little concerning. I thought in my head, this is what I get food poisoning from.
Yeah.
But you know, I ate those bitches anyway.
You ate them anyway. That's depressing.
I ate them anyway.
That's not a good thing.
Listen.
I don't want to listen anymore.
Why would I waste mozzarella sticks?
Because they're bad.
Guys, you have 4 minutes to get your questions in. 4-minute warning. Everyone.
4 minutes before the entire U.S. government collapses.
Mm-hmm. Right now. I wonder if anybody wants to hear it. Does anybody want to hear any singing or anything? Any requests? Any song requests? This is a radio station after all. Coco?
Yeah, so super sad.
Play
You
that.
think you're an alien.
Play that Little Dicky song again. I mean, that was pretty good. It was pretty fire.
I don't think we can listen to it anymore, actually.
All right, yeah, I might get copyright striked.
Yeah, after you like one freestyle, it's like okay, you get one freebie, you know. But like after that, it's like
You want Alien by Katy Perry? Okay.
yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was singing. Yes.
That's what you really want?
Yeah, because it's like a radio station, so you gotta play something you would hear like the radio like 2006. Yeah.
Yeah, except for it's just me singing it though because you know. All right, Coco.
We can sing some Minecraft parodies.
Oh, you
I craft, I mine, I took my time.
What's the
to build a castle without
Dynamite
you.
Minecraft parody?
I don't think there's.
Yeah, there is.
Super
There
Nut.
is.
I don't remember.
Let me see if I can
Dynamite
find
TNT. Are you talking about TNT?
it. Yeah.
Make it 3x3, and then I'll light it up using TNT. That's the song I know.
So big.
Big.
I
Just wait a second, gotta get this pig. Yeah, this is something I'll just cry.
There must be
doing
some
burial.
crowd to ease the burden of this task. Yeah.
I shoot my arrows in the air sometimes.
Saying ayo, that creeper's KO'd.
I thought that was Gayo. I thought like Creeper's Gayo.
No, it's
When I was a
KO'd.
kid.
That creeper's KO'd.
I always thought it was Gayo.
No.
Like Creeper's Gayo.
Hey, Alexander. Can I get a shout for Alexander?
Every mountain, every valley. You're gonna
Alexander, what
blow
happened?
it
You were supposed to. Oh, man. I'm
all.
shaking my motherfucking head right now, man. You were supposed to sleep. You were supposed to sleep. You were supposed to go to sleep. What happened?
TNT is awesome.
You were supposed
It's
to.
just really cool. It's
You were
just
s-
really cool.
You were supposed to go to sleep. What happened?
You're gonna shoot your arrows in the air, Alexander?
I shoot my arrow in the air sometimes. Is there a
Creeper?
Creeper? Oh yeah, the Creeper's a good
Oh
one.
man.
Oh man.
So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. This task a grueling one. Hope to find some diamonds tonight.
Nine.
Diamonds tonight. Heads up. You hear a sound, turn around and look up. Total shock fills your body. Oh no, it's you again. I can never forget those eyes.
Eyes. You slept for 5 hours? That's not enough because now you're gonna
Baby,
be
tonight.
you're gonna be up all night. What's wrong with you?
The creeper's trying to steal our stuff again.
Oh my pussy. Oh, Tori. I'm showing you guys my pussy right now. I'm not dead inside.
That's that one song. Should it's like I'm trying to think of a good mic. All I do is dig, no matter what.
Got money on my mind. I can never
I got
get
diamonds
it
on my mind. I can never get enough. And every time I step into the mine shaft, everybody's picks go up, and they stay there.
And they stay there. Something that I need. Why do I have bread on my head, guys? All right.
Because you're bread.
Okay, you guys want an God damn it, Coco.
What?
All right, you go. You do it again. Do it again. I've been out of practice, and now I'm back into practice. Yoda does it.
Hello?
Bread.
Bread.
That's all. Val with the bread on her head.
Jeez.
Val with the bread on her head.
Dog with the butter on him. I got depression.
The butter dog.
Let's go.
Butter-
Butter dog.
Bread Val.
Bread Val.
Val
Dog with the bread on it.
Val with the bread on her. Bread Val.
Bread Val.
Bread
Hashtag
Val.
bread Val.
That's so clocks, bitch.
Aw, Bilbo, I love you too. That's so sweet of you.
I'm selling motherfucking clocks.
You got the time?
Oh, Bilbo, you want a good
They
boy?
got the time and everything.
You want a good boy? Okay.
Good boy.
Bilbo, you are such a good boy. And happy Valentine's Day to my good boy.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Val gets on a witch's broom and runs away.
Yeah. What's I gonna say?
So scary. I can't handle it.
I think I'm going to end with a song, but let me find somebody to read first.
I got
I'm
one.
gonna shoot
What do
my
you got?
arrows in the air.
Misty.
Oh, Misty's on? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna raid that bitch.
Do it.
That bitch.
I'm gonna raid that bitch. What's her handle? Misty Glasses.
Underscore. You forgot the underscore.
Misty Glasses underscore?
No, it's like Misty underscore classes.
Okay, thank you. I always forget.
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and shout her out. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's me, Markiplier.
I just want to say, also, can you shout out, a slash shout out for Coco too? I want to thank Coco for being here, for being my wonderful Valentine.
Past my bedtime.
I love Coco very, very much. I'm gonna go ahead and go, so that way Coco can go to bed. I'm gonna finish up with a song for you guys, Chad, and then we'll raid off to Missy. Does that sound okay? Does that sound good?
I'm gonna shoot my arrows in
Tori,
the
I already
air.
shouted him out. There's no need for that to twice.
All right.
No, you do it more than once.
Coco gets all of the shoutouts then. You get like 5 shoutouts. Good job, Coco.
He gets the shoutouts, but he's not getting my sub.
I mean, to be
Why
fair,
not?
Coco,
I am a cheap bitch.
Give me money now.
I just recently got a new apartment, bitch.
I mean, that's true. He did get a new apartment.
That sounds like an L. Well, that sounds like you have money, so give me money.
Oh my god.
Sounds like you need to move out. Take that L.
Okay. I'm gonna get going. Thank you, Coco, for being here. And you
No,
take
I'm
care,
angry
guys.
now.
I love you.
You should
Happy
be.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, you good boys and girls.
Bye, Coco.
Shut up. Am I free now? Can I leave?
Yes, you can.
Is the
Goodbye.
door unlocked? Did you?
Coco is such a treasure. Let me slide over into the Let me slide over here. Let me slippy slide on over. Sorry, I know you're hearing a lot of sounds. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's triggering to somebody. Backgrounds. Let me just get this squared away. Sorry. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm going to sing a little Valentine's Day song for everybody. And then we'll raid off to Misty. So let me get the raid started. Well, not started, but, you know, there. Misty underscore glasses. Okie dokie. I figured since we're doing this whole radio voice late night, that this would be a perfect opportunity to do something like this. You had plenty money, 1922. You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? And get out of here and get me some money too. You're sitting there wondering what it's all about. You ain't got no money, they will put you out. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, give me some money too. Get out of here, get me some money too. Why don't you do right like some other man do? I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the Wolfmaid Hotline, and I will see you guys really, really soon. Happy Valentine's Day. Mwah. You're on the air with Validity XP.
And King Coco VT.
And this is the Wolf Maid Hotline.